good Wednesday. Welcome to the basement, fellow people. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. Y'all could have been anywhere. Anywhere. You chose to be here with me. And I appreciate that. Thank you, every last one of you guys, for being here tonight. It's a good day. It's another beautiful day outside for me in my state. Sun is shining. Birds are chirping. You know what I'm saying? Everything's good. I'm above ground. I'm blessed. I ain't gonna lie. But first things first, it's early in the show, I gotta do it, but I appreciate that. Shout out to Dedicated to My Children's Future. I love that name too. Brother man said, I'm gonna come through for you, Hank, and I'm gonna bless you. But I'm not only gonna bless you, I'm gonna bless 10 other cats and kittens. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, ladies. He said, I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna bless 10 other cats and kittens with a gift to Hink's membership. So welcome every last one of you who got this membership. You are now officially basement dwellers, whether you like it or not. I know how it goes. If I get a memberships gifted to me, I don't even know who these people are. I just went to the show one time. I get the membership. Okay, right on. Thank you. More likely I won't go back, but I appreciate the blessing. So, guys, my man Dedicated to the Children's Future, thank you first, sir, foremost, because you bless the people. And for the people who've been blessed, I hope you continue to push the blessing forward. Right on? Right on. That's what I'm talking about. We got some people in the room. I clicked on the show and I looked, I said, man, we got some people. I look at my brother, man, Dedicated to the Future. Bless some cats and kittens early. Right on, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. But guys, I know you've seen the thumbnail. And the message on the thumbnail is, what is love? What is love for a man? Not to a man, I'm sorry. Ladies, this show is going to be more so dedicated to you guys. These hard ankles, I hope I don't need to educate you guys on what love is for you. But, you know, each individual is each individual's. But what I'm going to be talking about is going to be, generally for the most part, most men feel this way. So it's going to be dedicated to the ladies. Hopefully you can take this in a loving, generous way, like my man Dedicated Children's Future did. He was generous today. Just all. That's it. Look, it's not one of those, I'm going to bash, he's going to bash. No, I don't. It's not that. It's education. Let's get educated. Let's learn. You know, sometimes that tough love it's hard to swallow. But sometimes you can say it in a loving way. But be hard as hell. It goes both ways. Right? It goes both ways. So, with that being said, what is love for a man? Well, let me say this. Let's start off with this. Probably the number one most thing a man is always looking for when he feels loved or appreciated is the respect. That ladies, that's very important. That's very important. Because you don't realize how much that makes a man feel good. How much that makes that man feels appreciated. That the woman he deems worthy, good enough, blessed enough to have him being respected by that woman, man, it does something to him. That does something to a man. Please believe in me. I know. even the hardest man, toughest man in the world, that mean, that person y'all call me all the time, that mean grizzly bear, that demon, a lot of stuff, man, for people. Got called a caveman. Yeah, all those things. But there's moments, even your boy, me, to have my lady have to show me that respect that I deserve. Because please, look, don't give me something I don't deserve. If I don't deserve it, I don't give it to me. If I don't earn these likes on her, don't give me a like. Matter of fact, don't even give me a click on a look or nothing. If I'm not earning it and what I'm sharing with you guys, then if you don't hit the like button, even though I ask you, I understand, because maybe I didn't earn your like. Maybe today just wasn't my day. And I have to try again next week. I can accept that. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to bullshit you. But I'm going to do what I got to do to earn it. Hopefully, yeah, y'all reciprocate this and hit that like button for me. That's I'm saying it as a analogy, but at the same time, I'm asking for a like button. So hit me like if you think I earned it. Now, if I don't earn it, don't hit the like button. Keep it moving. Keep watching until I earn it. Can you do that for me? But if I ain't earned your look, and if you want to click off, go on somebody else's show, I understand. I understand. I appreciate it. Yeah. Pussy my head. Look, company came back and said, "What's going on, Salute Hank? What's going on, man? Soapbox, I appreciate that. My man DJ coming through. Shout out." And some people came through early. I got to make sure Almond Eyes. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to Miss Reed. She came through early. Yes, ma'am. Yes, she did. Shout out to the lovely moderator who coming through. Miss Dorian, shout out to you. She said, handsome pic, Mr. Hank. Well, thank you, ma'am, and I appreciate that. Shout out to the artist that did it, Candy. She hooked it up. It cost me a few coins, and she blessed me. She blessed me. Feminine, she came through. I appreciate you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming through. Hopefully, you hit that like button. Just hoping. Just hoping. I was on the show with her earlier on Ray's show. They was up there cutting up. A lot of things were said. I'm not gonna go into details. You want to find out what was said? Go click on my man Ray Midnight Show. Check him out. A lot of crazy stuff was said. I ain't gonna lie. It got deep over there. Your boy, he got a bail out. I had to get to my brown beans and cornbread that my lady made me. So I had to get up out of there. It got too deep for me. Shout out to the Harrises. Boy, they coming through with some more knowledge. I like the rebranding they doing, man. Focus on parenting. How important is that? Oh, dedicated to the children's future. That's why you got it, because you know how important parent it is. So shout out to that family. Right on. What is love for a man? And I talked about one of the things the ladies can show by showing love is respecting him. It's something about that. And the reason why it's so important for men, and especially us brothers, black men, because we realize when we go out in this world, it ain't gonna be a whole lot of respect out there for us, right? For whatever reason, it's not gonna be a whole lot of respect for us. And unfortunate thing, some of that lack of respect comes from our own people. That's what hurts the most. So when I look at people who look like me and I don't get it from my own people, that's rough. So now us as men have to go out there and deal with that on a regular basis. Because it's a different level of disrespect that a man has to deal with. When you look as as the enemies to some people. When you are looked at as a threat to some people, a problem, some people even say the predator. When you looked at as somebody who they will profile, pull over, give a hard time to, even though somebody else would just probably just get a ticket and send them on their way. No. It's like, man, you looked at, they go the extra mile for your black ass and give you hell behind it. So you deal with all that disrespect, sometimes maybe by your supervisors, your boss, your managers, maybe by your fellow co-workers. Let's keep it honest. Sometimes even by your own children. But the person who you deem to love and respect and care for the most, when you come home to them, if you're blessed and lucky enough to have a woman, to have a wife, to have a girlfriend or significant other, or whatever you choose to call your person. If you're lucky and blessed enough to have somebody, you want that somebody to be able to respect you, to love for you, to care for you. You want that person to be able to build you up when you torn down. When you feel like you at that last piece of thread, just hold on with a wing and a prayer. Shout out to my old heads. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that. When you feel like you barely home, hold it on by a wing and a prayer. And you look over there and you see that woman. Let me disrespect. Come on, let's keep it all the way honest now. When you see that lady, there's a difference between a woman and a lady. When you see that lady over there looking at you, and you look at her, and she could see that defeat in your eyes, you can look over there, and she could see that hurt, that pain, that fatigue. She see all that. Matter of fact, she's ahead of you. She already know what she need to do. She just getting shit in order for you, huh? Now, some people might say, oh, Hank, you sipping. Y'all kiss my ass. Hank don't do that. But what he will tell you is the truth. That's what I love. That's what God love, the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm telling you part of the truth because it's part of mine. I live some of this, what I'm talking about. I've been through it. Hank always didn't have the good life, the life where he has now. I had to work for it. I had to suffer for it. I had to cry for it. I had to fight for it. But when you have that woman, yes, when you have that lady that sees all of those things you're going through right now, huh? She sees all of that, and no matter what she going through, she'll put that shit on the back burner, and she gonna come through for you. Maybe I'm gonna go in there and cook your favorite meal. Maybe look here. I know I wanted you to work on something in the house today, but what I need for you to do is it's not that important. You can get it tomorrow. How about you come on in here? How about you relax a little bit? Take it easy. I'm gonna keep the kids. I'm gonna keep them back in the back. You go and just relax. You know why? Because she loves you and she sees and she respects you enough. She see what's going on with you. She see that pain in your heart. She ain't gotta say shit. You ain't gotta say a word. She know it. Cause she know her person. Shout out to my brother Blade for coming through. Right on, big brother. I appreciate you. She know her person. She understands when he's all the way and energy going, he's hyped, he's pumped, he's in there watching the game, he yelling and screaming for his team to win, or he's excited about something that happened at work that was worth talking about. She knows all that, but she also knows when her man looks defeated. She also knows when her man is tired and beat down and feel like he can't go no further, can't take another step. He barely got through the door because all the knives that are in his back that the outside world had to put there before he walked through that seal. But when that man came home to his castle, guess what? His queen was right there waiting on him, doing her job, doing what she needed to do. Because she loved and respect that man enough for that, to do that for that man. She didn't take that opportunity to beat that man down while he's on a knee, trying to catch his breath from all that hard work he done put in. Now, look, some of y'all say, oh, well, you don't work that hard. Look here, it's not about that. Sometimes it's about the mental. That mental work you have to do. And it may not be that hard concrete laying, skyscraper building, cutting wood and dragging in and building houses and putting on insulation or working on cars. It may not be that type of work. It may be that mental work you got to do. Because please believe you me, that's draining as well. Just because it's not as hard and it's not sweating and perspiring all over everywhere doesn't mean that's not hard work. Sitting in front of that computer for eight plus hours a day doesn't mean that's not hard work. It may not be the hard labor that some of us are thinking about or me talking about, but it's still work. You pulling them 10s and 12s. Why? Because you trying to get that car payment together because the first is coming through. You trying to save that money so y'all can get a new house because you didn't outgrow the apartment. So what do? You sacrifice certain things in order to make that happen. But guess what? You got that woman, she knows the sacrifice you're making. She knows you're going to miss out on being on time to your son's basketball game. She knows you're going to be on late because he was working, getting up 12 hours. Then he want to make sure he get home and take a shower before he goes to prayer meeting. A midday service, as some people call it. I don't know what some people call it. We used to call it prayer meeting. But he was making them certain sacrifices, and she sees that, and she knows that. And that right one, y'all heard what I said. That right one, that right lady, she appreciates that. She's going to let the kids know, look, daddy going to be a little late. I mean, he don't love you. He going to be a little late. He going to be here. He going to be a little late. But please, he going to be here to support. You roll up in the gym 5-10 minutes late because you didn't want to come smelling like work. I'm not saying this because I don't know, because I did it. Doesn't mean you don't deserve what you deserve any less. But that right woman will see that. She will acknowledge that. And she will remind you, I appreciate what you do for this family. Thank you. But not just with her words. Another way of showing a man love is through your actions. Don't just tell me you love me. Show me. Old saying is action speaks louder than any words. Big Ant come through with the Big 10. The $10 super chat from my man Big Ant 11. Shout out to you, brother. He said, what up, Hank? But what if she's one of those that calls the devil to come to sit on your couch? I don't care what she cooking. It's time to go. Hot damn. Big Ant. Big Ann, I appreciate the $10 super chat, boy. You crazy as hell. But let's read it again. But what if she is the one who is causing the devil to come and sit on your couch? I don't care what she's cooking. It's time to go. Big Ann said, I'm right to leave at the restaurant. Look here, man. If she's the one causing that, man, yeah, I'm all for it. Now, if this is your wife, now that's different. You need to have a conversation. You need to have a refresher course on why she should love and respect you for the man you are. Give her your resume. Let her know who you are again. Maybe she forgot. Maybe she needs a refresher course. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, when you get your certification, sometimes you got to go get recertified. And so Big Aunt maybe need to do that. Maybe she forgot. Give her a reminder. Give it to her with love, though. But give her a reminder, right on? We weren't even talking about that. Why you always got to go straight to cut her off and being alone? Look, you just got no Big Aunt. He just won't give me hell, man. He likes to give me shit sometimes. So I got to love the brother. I ain't gonna hold it against him. I'm sure he's a great guy. He probably a soft dude just like me at heart. But he, sometimes you just want to poke bear. But look, fortunate for me, unfortunate for you guys, I can get back on subject. It may take a while to get there sometime. I may go the long way route, but I get back on subject and get on point. I do. Let's finish this up. All right, we're not gonna let Big Aunt take our joy. We're gonna stay focused. We're gonna stay focused. So before I get too refocused, my lady always remind me, Hank, you forgot to do your Funko Pop of the day. She's correct. I ain't been on it all like I'm supposed to, and I got to do better. I'm always looking to do better. So with that being said, Funko Pop of the week, Ice Cube with the Impala, that green Impala. I don't know if y'all remember. This is inspired from Today Was a Good Day from that video. That's what that's inspired from. So if that's my Funko Pop of the week, album of the week, one of my favorite Cube albums, Death Certificate. One of my favorite songs. When that man Ether, the whole crew, all NWA, killed them out. No Vaseline. Y'all had an opportunity to hear it. Definitely check it out. Some of you young cats, y'all may not know. And y'all young kids, y'all may not know. But check it out. That dude killed the whole crew. So shout out to the album of the week and a Funko Pop of the week. Oh, shout out to my big brother Ricky, for coming through. He said, "Peace, black man." Right on, big brother. I appreciate you coming through. You know, I always love and to see what you have to share and say on the shows, man. So, brother, anytime you coming through, man, you know you're always welcome to the basement. Thank you, brother Rick. I appreciate that. Sister Almond's Eye said, "What?" With the $5 super chat. Shout out, sis. She said, "Exactly. I have a question. What does respect look like?" Boy, man, this tenant. Oh man, the trauma bond. Oh Lord, is that what we're doing? What makes them able to recognize and receive it, right? That's a good question. That's a good question. What does respect look like for a man that tends to trauma bond? Well, respect look like for a man if he's dealing with that, right? You have to be patient with him. You're gonna have to be patient with him because he's gonna need that. If that's what he's dealing with, and you need to remind him. And if that means you have to remind him daily, and he's that type of dude, he's worth being patient for and reminding, then do it. If he's worth it. Now, if you don't deem him worthy enough to do it, then I understand. Now, if he's your husband, that's something totally different. But hopefully, you didn't decide to say "I do," knowing he's this way. Now, that's a mistake on your part, ladies. Just like I tell a man, he could leave a woman at a restaurant. A woman could do the same goddamn thing. Let's keep it honest. They could do the same thing. But you got to recognize some of these things because, let me say one of the things that we did at Ray. One of the things we was talking about is when you're vetting and trying to figure out who's going to be that lucky man and who's going to be that lucky woman, you need to make sure you pay attention. You need to make sure you pay attention to the red flags, to the pink flags, to the questionable things that you may deem questionable. You need to pay attention to all that. Ask these questions even prior to going out on a date with them, if that's what you feel. Because hopefully y'all have conversations prior to going out on dates and all of that, going out hanging out. But what you also need to do is when you out with that individual, reiterate that question and pay attention to their body language. Pay attention to how they move, how you present the question. Pay attention to all that. Pay attention to if you notice he's thinking about it and pondering, and you can see the wheels turning, and you can see him kind of have flashbacks of the situation that you presented to him, that he may have been in. Pay attention to all of that. And then listen for his answers. Listen for how he presents them. Now, look, I'm giving y'all free game here, ladies. Don't have Hink wasting his damn voice. Hopefully you use this. Because if you're a man in any subsidy, please believe me, we use this. And for the you young cats who ain't started using it yet, come on to the basement and learn something. Because Hink got you. I promise you I do. I promise you I do. Man, what is wrong with y'all? Some of these questions are, what is... I'm trying. I don't think he knows that he's trauma bonding with folks. We aren't married, but our backgrounds are totally different. I wasn't planning on dropping the link this early, but I'm going to. Arm and Eyes, you're more than welcome to come up, man. You good peoples. Even though you was mad at me at a time point. A lot of people over here, man, used to didn't like him. Can y'all believe that? Arm and Eyes, one of the people, she couldn't stand me. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I don't think she didn't like me. I don't know. But I just give her a hard time sometimes. When I see her on the shows, I give her a hard time. Wasn't planning on dropping the link this early, but I'm going to. because I enjoy the questions. So for those who want to come up and talk, we're going to talk. But please believe you me, I still got some more things to share and say. So guys, I dropped the link for those who want to come up and ask the question. She said that ain't true. I don't know if she said it like that, but it's what it sound like to me in my head. That ain't true. You know, you're my favorite uncle. I appreciate that. Thank you, Harmonize. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. But let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. If you're dealing with a man who's dealing with trauma like that, there's a way you got to bring it to him. You have to present it. Look, you that's not gonna be healthy for neither one of y'all. I'm gonna tell you that now. It's not. And if that's what he's doing, ask him questions and allow him to express himself. And maybe if you allow him to take some time and get all that bullshit up out of him, because look, we all know talking is some of your best therapy. But Harmonize, what I need for you to do, you got to give that man a safe place. Because we don't know what's going to be said when he's dealing with this trauma about him. We don't know. You might have heard some of the things he shared. He might express it, but there's a lot on that man's plate. There's a lot going through these ears. There's a lot that dude may be carrying around. I don't know if you're going to be ready for it. So that's what I'm saying. You got to be patient with him. You have to be patient with him. And again, I tell you again, if he's worthy, you'll do it. It's hard pickings out here. I tell it all the time. If you got a good one, man, don't let that go. Don't put that woman out there for these snakes to eat up on. You already fattening that frog for these other snakes to eat. That's the worst thing you can do. You setting these things up. You'd invest, poured, paid all into this person, and now you're gonna put why? Whatever you're going through, if you could get through it, figure a way out to get through it. Well, that means y'all need to get in some type of third-party counseling, or y'all need to get on your couch and have a good cry and get over whatever y'all got to get over. Do what you have to do to make that relationship work, to make that marriage work, to make that situation work. Whatever you have to do. Some might have to bend the knee. Ladies, you may have to acquiesce to what that man is saying. But fellas, please believe, give her the room to do it. And when you get through it, don't throw the shit in his face later on. That day, that year, that month, that lifetime. Don't do it. Don't remind him of the mistakes he made or where he fell short in life. You don't need to constantly remind him. Please believe, he never forgot. He will always remember. It'll always be in the back of his mind of the mistakes he made. He understands what he did wrong. He doesn't need you to throw it back at his face and remind him. He doesn't need that, ladies. And when you're doing that, you're doing a disservice. Please believe you me. You can't be on hard on him than he is on himself. You can't. You may think you are because you're talking sassy, slick, saying smart ass things. That don't mean shit. He knows the mistake he made. He probably thinks about that shit daily. He looks at certain things and it reminds him of his downfalls where he came up short, where he didn't hit the mark. He looks in your eyes and realizes, I hurt this woman and she didn't deserve it. He walks in that door thinking, damn, I need to get the house that we deserve. What am I doing wrong in order for us to get that? What am I not doing right in order to save up enough money to get us out this neighborhood? My kids deserve to go to a better school. We deserve a new car. What do I need to do? Why am I coming up short? Why am I so comfortable at being in this workplace knowing they don't appreciate me, but I still clock in every damn day? You don't have to remind them of that. You don't. He thinks about it. It eats at him. So don't do that. Best thing you can do for that man, let him know, baby, it's going to be all right. And one thing you don't say, you're going to get through this. No, 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 no. We are going to get through this. When you put it on him, he's already got the pressure. He needs some of that pressure released. He needs for you to take some of that shit up off his shoulder. So don't say you're going to get through this. You say we're going to get through this shit together. Me, you, and your son, our son. I'm sorry. I hate when that's a different story. Me, you, and our son. Me, you, and our family. We're going to get through this together, not as individuals. Let me tell you the cliche I used to tell my son all the time, and I learned a long time ago. A closed fist is stronger than an open hand. Let me say it again. Closed fist does more damage than an open hand. When we're together, we could conquer the world. But when we're apart, it's hard. So we're going to get through this together. If that means y'all have to sit down for the whole day, we're not going nowhere, baby. We ordered out. We sitting in. We're not watching no damn TV. We're not gonna watch Hink in the Basement. I know it's Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. I know, but we'll watch Hink on the replay. He'll understand. Not tonight. We're gonna talk. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna break bread. We're gonna have a good talk. We're gonna have a good cry. We're gonna have a good laugh. We're gonna hold each other. And if the mood is all the way right after the conversation, we're gonna make love. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Let that man get that bullshit up out of him. Let him get that poison up out of him. Allow that to happen. Allow that man to be vulnerable with you. Allow that man to tell his story with you. Allow for him to speak however freely he wants to speak. Allow that to happen. You got to be willing to listen. Quick to listen. Slow to speak. Listen to him. And when you see him getting caught up, when he goes quiet, don't say anything. If that means y'all going to sit there in silence just looking at each other in each other's eyes, so be it. Do it until he's ready to start speaking again and then talk to him. If you need to, you grab that man by the back of his neck and pull him in close and hug him. And you whispering, baby, I love you. Let me say it again. If you need to, you grab that man by the back of his neck, you pull him in close, and you tell that man, I love you. That's what you do. You give that man that space to speak whatever on his mind. You talk him through it. And you let him know, I know you had a lot of stuff go on in your life. A lot of crazy and bad things happen to you and around you. But baby, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to let us go down. And if we need to go to counseling to get you through these issues that you was dealing with, so be it. If you need to take some time, a couple hours, go talk to your boys and get that shit up off your chest, because you know they can help you. They can coach you through it. You go do it. I'm going to be here. I got your back. We got too much to lose and a lot to gain. So give that man that love and that patience. Show that man some understanding. I promise you, he appreciate everything you did. Now, if you're the real one, if he's an asshole and he's not worth it, don't waste your time. Shout out to Jordan Peele. Get out. Oh, man. I hope that answers your question. I hope that helps you. See, y'all trying to get me off my square. I see what's going on here. Y'all trying to get me off my square. I'm not going to let you. Staying focused. I'm staying focused. You know. But the most important thing, like I said, ladies, showing that man respect is showing him the love that a lot of men want. To give him the respect he wants, you're demonstrating that you have faith in that man and his capabilities. You appreciate the things that he do. You're letting him know with your actions as well as your words. Whether you think he's smart or intelligent or strong or kind, giving, loving, that's what you're saying when you show that man respect. And when you do that, that creates a connection. You know what I'm saying? That creates a connection for you and that man. And that connection is like, we're on the same team. We're not individuals. We're on the same team. It's not going to be like LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. No, it's not what it is. We're a team. And we're going to work together in order to get what we want. Whatever goal that is. Whatever accomplishment that is that you're looking for. That's what you're working towards. And when you showing your man respect, that's what you're telling him. You appreciate his leadership. You appreciate his guidance. You appreciate the little things you do. You appreciate when he comes home and kisses you on the cheek and grabs you from behind and gives you a big hug, maybe slap you on your butt. I mean, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But that's things like that. That's showing that appreciation and love. that he had for you when you show him that respect. Look, ladies, you can't put a price tag on that. You cannot put a price tag on that and what that does for a man. My man Prime said, that's a dope collection back there. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And in case you missed it, Prime, Ice Cube is my Funko Pop of the week. Guys, I'm sorry. I got to make sure I do it, boy, because my lady said I don't do it enough. I need to present it. I normally do it usually on Sunday mornings. I'll take pictures and present it on my community page and post it on my social media and all that. But I got to, whenever I'm on my show, not somebody else's show, but my show, I got to make sure I present it. So that's what I'm just did. That's what I did now. Prime made that, reminded me. I need to talk about it. Look here, let me tell you, shout out to the chat, boy. The chat. Sometimes people's chats could be the dirtiest places, the roughest places. Man, they're just the meanest places in some of these places. I promise you, y'all. But man, sometimes, man, you see some good back and forth in the chat. So my man Blaze and Armand are having good, cordial back and forth. So shout out to my brother Blaze. Shout out to Sister Harmonize. But lady, when you show that respect to that man and he sees it, he feels it, he's gonna go that extra mile for you. He's going to go that extra mile, and the reasons why, because he understands how important that is. He understands that he's going to do whatever he can to make you happy, to make you feel good, make you feel comfortable, to make you feel loved and appreciated. Most men are not big talkers. Let me say that offhand. We don't. Most men don't really talk a lot, right? We don't. We just usually we say what we need to say, and that's usually you don't get a lot of conversation out of most men. Now they got some men out there that do. You got some men out there that do, but the majority, I like my man Ham said, the majority are the minority. Majority of us we don't. So now when you have your man talking, ladies, that's when you really got to pay attention, especially if your man's not a talker. Now, ladies, you got a man as a talker, like, God damn, baby, you get to the point. But if you got the type man that he doesn't talk a lot, he doesn't say much, he's more of an action guy than talker, you got to respect that. And so when he is expressing himself, you need whatever's going on, stop. Put on pause if need be. And pay attention to listen. What he got to say? He doesn't say much. But when he does say something, it's usually powerful. It's usually thought-provoking. And it's usually worth hearing. Hopefully, ladies, y'all can give that man that respect to listen to him. If you don't, shame on you. If you don't, shame on you. My man Sharon Bray said, good evening, everyone. Right on, Sharon. I appreciate you coming through, my guy. My man Sharon got a good show. He does like I don't know, what we call it, mid-morning? I guess that's what we call it, mid-morning. Usually, I think it's about 10 o'clock my time. I usually see him come through. Sometimes I tap in, sometimes I can't. But shout out to him. He said he's a solution-based guy. Had an interesting conversation over there a couple of times. It was nice. So shout out to Sharon and his I guess it's a mid morning show. That's what I would I guess consider mid morning show. So shout out to that brother and his show. But for the men who, like I said, doesn't talk a lot and doesn't express himself a lot, but when they do, he's usually saying something impactful. Give him the space to do that. And sometimes maybe even trying to encourage him more to talk. Now, even though he's going to fall to the default in his comfort zone and maybe not do it, but when you allow him and you express him like, I appreciate when you do, you share. I appreciate that. You got to hear him out. You got to hear him out. Ladies want to, when you give that man that certain respect, another thing a man is willing and will do is, I said earlier, he'll give you the world. Whatever burden you have, he'll try to take that burden on himself. He'll try to fix it. And look, ladies, he may not do a good job at it. He may do a horrible job, but the effort's there. You know why? Because his heart's in the right place. He just sees a problem and tries to fix it. Like I said, sometimes it may not be the right answers that he's going to give you, but you got to give it to that man's heart. He's trying. Why? Because he doesn't want to see his lady hurt. He doesn't want to see his lady upset. He don't want to see his lady falling out, breaking down, saying, going through it. He don't. So when you show that man respect, that's the type of energy he's going to bring to you. That's what he's going to be willing to do for you. Because you showing that man that love that he's looking for and he desires and he needs, that he requires. That right man will go that extra mile and do all the things I just shared. And like I said, sometimes it's not gonna be the best advice he's gonna tell you. He might just say, "Hey, yeah, man, I know Tasha, man. Just leave Tasha alone. Tasha ain't about a bit." Yeah, and ladies, you ain't gonna leave Tasha. You just mad at Tasha that day because she done said something about that outfit you was wearing. Maybe because she was honest with you for the first time in forever and told you, that outfit don't look right on you. That outfit ain't fit like it used to 5 years ago. That outfit ain't fit like before you had Junior. I'm just saying. She shared it with you. You looked at her some type of way. Now you and Tasha, you mad at her for being honest with you. Like it's January the 1st. Let's go get our New Year's resolution membership. Let's go to these yoga classes. Let's go to this spin class, huh? Let's go to the stepping class or something. Let's walk the block. That's what she pretty much tell you. And you don't want her. Even though in the back of your mind, I need to go and get started. I've been talking about losing weight, doing this, doing that. Now she trying to speed up the process and you ain't feeling it. So now you coming home feeling like some type of way you complain about Tasha. What Tasha said. Let me tell you what your man gonna do. And it's depending on your man. The back of my head reads everything Tasha said. He said under his goddamn breath, Tasha right. Yeah. But you know what he gonna do? Well, baby, look, you, 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 you You know, you know. I mean, this is what he going. I mean, tell me, this is exactly what he gonna do. He gonna be stuttering, trying to figure the word out to say without hurting your feelings, and then eventually he'll come up with the words. Baby, you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about going walking. You know, I seen the weather gonna be nice tomorrow. You wanna go walking with me? Hey, y'all know what y'all gonna do. Y'all know what you trying to say. What you trying to say? And he got to explain himself. I ain't trying to say nothing, baby. I'm just saying, I need to get out and stretch my legs. You know what I'm saying? I need to get out and stretch my legs a little bit and get some, get some fresh air. Let's get outside. Let's go take the boys for a walk. Go to the park, play around a little bit, throw the ball around with the kids. Huh? That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. It's gonna be nice. Let's go get some fresh air. Get some of that vitamin D. That vitamin D, sunshine. Let's go get it. You're gonna look at him side eye. You're gonna look at Hink side eye like what he trying to say. The hell with Tasha. Y'all get on my damn nerves. And this is what you gonna do. Let me tell you what you're gonna do. You still gonna have that dress on. You gonna go in there, look at that body mirror, that full length body mirror, that one y'all got in the hallway. If I'm telling on you, I'm just telling on you. Ain't nothing I can do about that. True hurt sometimes. Y'all gonna go look in that hallway mirror, open it on that closet door, and look in the mirror and see, y'all know what I'm talking about. You gonna look and turn side to side, look from behind. Then you gonna rub the side of your you gonna feel them love handle. You're like, oh, they make me sick. Then that realization go kick in. Ah, shit, she's right. I can't stand her. Let me call this bitch. Y'all know I ain't lying. That's exactly what y'all gonna do. He said that's a good way to get moving. She won't get offended. I know that's right. I know that's right. But ladies, you that man will do whatever he can to do what to get you in a good place again. Like I said, he may try to give you some word of advice, and it might not be fitting for the moment, but his heart's in the right place. Why? Because he loves you that much. Why? Because you showed him that respect that he so happens to be looking for and deserves. That's why he's willing to do that. That's why it's willing to make and look, we understand sometimes we're gonna say some stuff we're gonna have egg on our face about. Look, we men, we're not perfect. Far from it. But what we try to do is try to do what we can to make our ladies, our wives, our girlfriends, make them feel good, make them feel special, make them feel appreciated. And in return, we just want that respect. We want that respect. And that's our love. That is part of what our love is to us, is that respect. Like I was sharing with Eyes earlier, about allowing him to be vulnerable. And that's going to be part of your listening. You listen to him and he's listening to you. And he listened with intent. Now look, we know listening is just a basic act. It's nothing hard you could do. Right? It's not. But if you're really paying attention and listening, and if she asks you, and you can recite every word she said back to back to back, that's you showing love and respect. That's what he's doing. Now, y'all wonder why I'm saying this? Because I lived it. I've been asked before, y'all, you listening to me? I say, yes, I'm listening. Even when I'm on the phone, I'm listening. Look, when I'm on the phone, she said, you're not talking. It's because I'm listening. I know that's what you like to do. You love to talk. Okay, cool. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not a big talker. You like to talk, so I'm listening. And then I get asked the question, are you listening to me? So smart out of Hink, you know what he do? Yes, I'm listening to you. And then I just start reciting everything she just said to me. Then you get that funny silence. Oh, yeah, you get that funny silence. And then she recognizes, okay, okay, okay. Salute Hink. Just off the bed a bit listening. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Shady Long says, salute, big brother, right on. Thank you for coming through. He said, hey, family. Look here, let me say this real fast, buddy. He's been harassing me by sending these dang on clips of these weak basketball team and her weak player, Zion Williams. Now, I know it's not a sports show, and I shouldn't be really get into this, but she has. He all right, he getting better. Shout out to the Pelicans. And then you have this lady right here. Jesus Christ. My friend Travel One goes from panel to panel creating havoc by taking shots. But I do give her credit here. She comes over here, she rests in her femininity. She comes off as nice and pleasant and a good person with these statements. Now, most of the time, the good statements are not directed towards me. They directed towards my moderator. That's who they mostly directed at, not me. But my moderator. That's who they directed to her. I'm okay with that. I'm not jealous type. Not gonna get mad or offended. I'm not. I got a great moderator. Thank you, ma'am. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This. I'm not gonna keep on giving your team credit. E. I mean, you got it. You got your one credit for the quarter. Here's 3 months. Now, if your girls' basketball team does something, I give them credit too. I don't know if they're gonna do it today because they can't beat them Bullets, South Carolina. But if they decide to do something, I'll give them credit. Anyone who has a channel in this specific sector of YouTube and is always on a panel is a talker. Trapper One, don't do that. Now, you and I both know. I've seen some of your comments. Man, they definitely raise eyebrows. Some of your comments you be putting out there. And you know this. Let's get back on topic. Come on, I can't let I gotta stay focused. I gotta stay focused. Let me say this. What is love for man? When you're able to embrace him, when you're able to appreciate him, and don't just do it on his birthday, or y'all anniversary when y'all first met each other, nothing like that. Don't. Show him you love him on a regular basis. When you're able to show that you love his imperfections, the quirky things about him, the nerdy things about him, the crazy stuff about him. Now, please believe you me, we're not talking about the crazy where they need to be locked up type crazy, no. Talking about the type crazy where he may find something that's the corniest, silliest joke in the world, but he thinks it's a knee slapper funny. And everybody else around is like, what the hell? It's not even that funny. That's just him. Ladies, when you appreciate those little things about your person, it really touches your man's soul. You got to realize in this world, a man's supposed to be perfect. We're not allowed to make mistakes. You gotta be a person of perfection. You can't fall short. You can't slip. You can't backslide. You can't make mistakes. And that's how most men are looked at. If you do, some people just ready to throw you away. And ladies, you got to allow your man to make mistakes. You got to allow your man to take a time to pick himself back up, fall short. We're not perfect. We're far from it. Again, I'm going to say that again. Like I said earlier, we're far from being perfect. We're going to make mistakes. But the thing about it, as long as we're not repeating the same ones, that's when it becomes a problem. Especially the type of mistakes that could be harmful to the relationship, that could be harmful to the family, he could be harmful to himself. As long as we're not doing those type of mistakes, that's a good thing. Every day we wake up, it brings a new day and a new opportunity. So allow that person to move as such. Because please believe you me, ladies, I know some of y'all women think y'all can never do no wrong. And we know that's a lie. Because you're human. So it's inevitable that you're going to make a mistake. That's bound to happen. Now it's all about how you deal with it. Because like I taught my kids, an L is not a loss, it's a lesson. What do you learn from that lesson? As long as it doesn't cost you your life or your freedom, you have a chance to make up, to correct, to fix, and to learn from. Let me say it again. An L is not for loss. L's are for lessons. And as long as it doesn't cost you your life or your freedom, you have a chance to learn, to make up, to correct, or to fix. You have that. Take advantage of it. Now, if you got somebody who's not willing to correct, fix, or learn from their mistakes, you need to reevaluate some things. You need to reevaluate some things. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because those people who are not willing to do that, those are the type of people you don't want in your life. I don't care if it's your man, your husband, whatever. You don't want that type of person in your life. And if you're your husband, y'all need to sit down and have a conversation about that. You need to go tell him to talk to an elder man and get that thing worked out. You need to talk to his peer group and have a conversation. Like, what's going on? What we doing here? Now, there's a way. I'm gonna say it again. There's a way you present that to him. There's a way you present it to him. Present it to him in a respectful manner, and he'll receive it. Just like with you. If someone has an issue with me, if they present it to me in a respectful manner, I can receive it. Regardless if it hurt my feelings, regardless if I don't like it at that moment, I don't want to hear it. I can still receive it. Again, like I said, I may not like it. It may not taste good, but I can accept it. And I have to make the proper adjustments. Shout out to my sister Ty for coming through. Guys, I know y'all seen that fire intro. I know y'all seen it. If y'all didn't see it, shame on y'all. When y'all watch the replay, watch it again. But the lady who got me together with that fire intro, realistic vibe, shout out to her. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you, man. My man BZ, he said, salute to the realest on the internet. Right on, big brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you coming through, my brother. I promise you to do. My man D-Town said, where's the link? Well, D-Town. The link's at the top of the chat. I dropped it early. It's pinned to the top of the chat. You're more than welcome to hit it. Right on, my brother. He said, man, his English gentleman said, what up, he? Big brother, I hope all well for you tonight. Thank you for stopping by. And guys, while you're stopping by, please hit that like button for your brother. I greatly appreciate that. D-Town, unfortunately, is not the sports show night, and I know I did kind of tap in on a little bit of sports, talking about the weak-ass New Orleans Pelicans. But the hell with you. My Bears will not be 1-10. You sound jealous because my team will kick your team's ass. Let's get refocused. Another thing is when a man is able to be prioritized. When you show him he's the priority in your relationship. When you're able to show that man he's a priority in your marriage. Even if y'all have kids. I've seen a couple of videos, and I heard this a couple of times on a couple of shows, how they would put them kids over that man, over their husband. and prioritize them. And I understand kids are innocent. Kids need to be taken care of. Kids need to be make sure they're fed and all of that good stuff and loved up on us. But then after you do all that, you have no energy left for your man. And ladies, y'all just expect your man to be okay with that and accept that. Y'all expect that to sit well in that man's spirit, in that man's heart. Y'all are okay with that being okay. And ladies, let me tell you that it's not. And we may not say nothing. Huh? Why? Because maybe that's what happened to his father. Or his grandfather. Or his grandfather's father. They didn't see that. That's not what they acknowledge and seen and that level of appreciation that a man deserves, especially a husband. Now, let me say this. I'm speaking about as far as a husband. Now, if it's just your boyfriend, I'll give you a little grace. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. But if your husband, that should be shouldn't be a question. He should be the number one. Not 1A, not 1B. It's not a 1A, it's 1. Because please believe me, what he's going to do, he's going to make sure them kids are right. Because when you make him priority, he's going to say, hold on. I appreciate it, baby. I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. And I love you and I appreciate and respect you for that. Let me tell you what, then that sacrificial heart of his going to kick in and say, baby, go on there and take care of them kids. And then when they all settle, take care of, I'm going to take care of you. That's what that man going to do. Baby, go on there, do what you need to do for yourself. And when you get done, I'm going to take care of you. That's what that real dude going to tell you. He's going to understand. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't make him the priority and make him feel that way. Showing that love and respect that he so happens deserves. He deserves that. Because please, sometimes if he put up with some of y'all ladies' attitudes, I'll be damned. He deserves that. Detail with this fake love. He said, I love you. Why you give me a hard time about my team? He said them kids better be in bed by 8 p.m. I want my pillow talk. Yeah, I don't know what type of pillow talk you talking about, but I'm going to leave it right there. Trinidad said, hi, Mr. Hink. How you doing, Miss Trinidad? Hopefully all is well. Travel said, one said, what attitude? Well, I don't know what are you referring to what I was just talking about? Because, some ladies got some attitude. Some ladies got some attitude, and that's not good. It's not good at all. But what is this, people? Trinidad question. My man just had a barber cutting his hair. I'm in the midst of doing laundry in the basement. Was it wrong to go put the clothes in the dryer? I know, barber man talking. Okay, I'm trying to understand this question. Let me try to figure this question out. Trying to figure this question out. Question. My man just had a barber cutting his hair. I'm just in the midst of doing laundry in the basement. Shout out to the basement. Was it wrong to go and put the clothes in the dryer? I know the barber / men talking. Well, I assume that her man is cutting hair downstairs. I assume that's what she's talking about. And so you going downstairs to do that. I don't know. What was your intent? What was your intent on doing that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, hopefully it didn't take you long to do all of that, putting the clothes in the dryer. Hopefully it didn't do all that. And now if you slow walk that damn thing, you dead wrong, Trinidad. Because it sounds like you trying to ear hustle. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I could be right. I heard that before. I don't know. So it depends on, let me say this, Trinidad. It depends on your intent. She said, no. He was getting his hair cut. VIP. Hold on. I feel like I had a sneeze. I want to hit that mute, but you want to be rude to the people. So he was getting his hair cut in his basement, in the basement. And you went down there, put the clothes out of the washing machine, put them in a dryer. I assume guys kept talking about whatever they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they was, I know what we kind of do in the shop. Like, if a lady makes her presence felt, our kids make their presence felt, you kind of curve the conversation if it's one of those type of conversations. But they knew it was only temporary. You shouldn't take long. You should be out of there. It shouldn't take you that long to take the clothes out of the washing machine, put them in the dryer, put a dryer sheet in there if that's what you use. It shouldn't take all of that. And get back to whatever you was doing upstairs, where you was watching your stories or doing other things. Hopefully you went down there trying to ear hustle. Hopefully that's not what you was trying to do. So was you wrong? I don't know. It depends on your intent. He said, cool. He gave me a look like, hurry the hell up. Get your ass on back upstairs, woman, and cook me a steak. I'm sure he didn't say all that. But no, like I said, it depends on your intent. If your intent was going down there to try to ear hustle, see if you can catch him up on some bullshit, you dead wrong, Trinidad. You dead wrong. Now, if your intention was to, get down there, do what you need to do, you heard the washing machine go off, well, now you ready to go and do what you got to do and put the clothes in dry, put another load in the washing machine, get it all done. Cool, no problem. But yeah, he probably looked at you like that because no telling, sound like they was having a good deep conversation, and you don't need to be paying attention because sometimes getting your haircut, man, is a form of therapy for a few guys. It's a way to relieve themselves and get some shit up off their chest because that was always our safe place. And so we tend to have those type of conversations in the barbershop. Now, to have it in the house, well, you taking a chance, especially if the woman lives up there. Because let me tell you this, them walls have ears. And unfortunately, them vents, they carry sound. Don't tell you how I know, because I know. And some of y'all ladies are smart. And so what y'all do is y'all get on your hands and knees and listen to the register. The register is a vent. That's what I'm talking about, the register. And trying to hear the conversation. Yeah, you know how y'all do. Y'all get to the top of the steps and try to hear what's going on. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Ladies, don't be that person. Don't do that. Because now you are violating your man's trust. Look, if in situations like that, you don't trust him, you don't need to be with that dude. If I can't trust my lady, and I got to do all that, I'm not going to stress myself out over that bullshit. I'm not. Now, my lady's a beautiful woman. And do I realize people come out to try to get her? Yes, I do. I don't blame them. She's a beautiful woman. I don't blame her for trying to get at her. But you know what I got to do? I got to trust and have faith in her that she's going to do right by me. And she has to do the same for me. So, yeah, don't do that, Trinidad. I mean, if your intentions was to try to get them in a got you moment, you wrong for that. Because please believe you me, when you are with your girlfriends, you don't want him to sit there and ear hustle and do all that bullshit and listen to your conversation, then say something. You wouldn't want him to do that. So be respectful to each other. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful to each other. That's all you can ask. DB said, I would have asked him to put the clothes in the dryer. I know that's right. Yeah. Easy fix. You could have called him on the phone, hit him with a text message. Hey, baby, could you write down? I don't want to come down and interrupt y'all conversation. Could you put the clothes in the dryer for me? Now, if you're smart, I would say, yeah, let me go and do because I don't want her coming out here and hear what we talked about. So yeah, I'm going and do what I can to keep her where she needs to be and continue to have this good conversation. This grown man talk down here, and she don't need to be hearing this. Grown man talk. Matthew said, Hink, what you talking about? Matthew's one of those guys who's a fan of a certain team. We're not gonna get over that. But he don't pay attention. I mean, even though I posted a thumbnail, and he's subscribed to my channel, he see the thumbnail, see what's there, and that's the title of the show, and it's going across the bottom of the screen. What is love for a man, Matthew? He's trying to be an asshole right now, and that's okay. I still love the brother, but he's trying to be an asshole right now. So I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live. Let him live. Shady Law said, and the works both ways. And that works both ways. Respect and trust your partner's space until given a good reason to do otherwise. I know that's right. Another asshole. Another asshole. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know where it's. Look, again, when I say, man, we got some good people in the chat, then we got those. Maybe it's about something about the people's names start with M, like Marcus and Matthew. I don't know. Maybe Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Something about them kind of people. Another thing, what is love for a man is when a man could introduce you to different things, to your world, to what you are what you into, what you like to be involved in, what you like to talk about, what you like to experience, and stuff like that. That's another way you can show love, you man. Because now, when he introduced you to those things, you start taking an interest in them. So let me give you an example. I got a couple examples. So, ladies, you know your man likes basketball, or your man likes football. He just likes sports, period. And every Sunday, you see a man getting his gear on, putting his team attire on, and he's ready to go cheer for him on Tuesdays or Thursdays or Mondays or Saturdays or Sunday. And you see him out there, he's wearing his gear, he's proud of his team, and he's like, yeah. He sees one of his fellow teammates, he says, "Go State." He noticed all of a sudden you go to the store and you out shopping, and now you are going to the sports section and you finding a team shirt, or you ordering a team shirt online, and now on them Saturdays that he's putting his gear on, now you got your gear on. You know what I'm saying? Now you a fan of State, even though you have no idea where State is. Don't know where it is, don't know the mascot, don't know their play on the team, don't know the coach, don't know none of this. But what you do know, your man likes that team. Your man roots for that team every year. You see your man when he's happy and he's at the top of the world. But you also see your man when he feel like everything's about to come down and show, saying, on the shoulders, and he can't hold it. He can't carry the weight of the world like Atlas no more because his team lost. And you right there to put your arm around him, console him. And you are, as man, you upset because your team lost by about 8 points. And your woman gonna come and put a shoulder on you and go say, "Baby, it's okay. They only lost by 8 points." Fellas, in the back of your mind, what the hell is she talking about? We still lost. But she doesn't know any better. She knows at least you didn't lose by 10. And she's right there. She's trying to talk you up. She's trying to, get you back to where you was before the game. But you got to give her some credit for doing that. Look here, my lady does that to me. When I'm upset, I used to tell about my son. Yeah, oh man, they didn't play good. They lost. They lost by about 5. Well, it's okay. They only lost by 5. And I'm thinking, what the hell? But as a man, I know I got to give grace. She doesn't understand, and that's okay. That's okay. I love her nonetheless. At least she's hearing what I have to say, hearing my grievances, trying her best to console me, even though it's not helping. Because saying we only lost by 5, I understand where it comes from, and it comes from a good place, and I can't fault her for that. I can't. You got to appreciate that. He said, "Hey, you ain't gonna put a super chat. Where'd it go?" I have no idea. Did you do a super chat or did you do a cash app? I don't see a super chat. Normally it puts a star on her and it pops up. So I looked under my stars and I don't see it. I don't know. I don't know, my brother. I apologize. Look, just I guess just put it in the chat. I'll read it again for you. I mean, no big deal. I ain't tripping. But no, I do not see it. She said, "What is love for a man? No sports talk, real talk. I like to learn. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Trinidad. And I hope you're here to do that. I'm not paying attention to Matthew. Matthew got problems. He's a fan of Minnesota, so you know he's lost his goddamn mind. He's a fan of them. They ain't never won shit. But let's stay focused. My man Eric J said, "My lady just did that, Hank." Had to be like, okay, then. She might be all right after all. I know that's right. DJ, I feel your pain. Every game. Look here, let me give y'all a story. I'm gonna give y'all a story. So usually on whenever I watch sports, I tell my lady right off back. Don't mm-mm, mm-mm. We ain't having no conversation. No. Don't be asking me questions. Don't be disturbing me. You know when you can talk to me? When there's a breaking action. But she doesn't know when there's breaking action. It's always something going on as long as it's football. Even if it's a timeout, she understand that. Cool. So what she does is try to hit me on commercials. And she does a bad job at that. Because she hits me when the commercials ending and about to come to the game. And then I'm in the middle, I gotta answer these questions. So what I started doing, because at first I'll, try to watch it, let her watch it with me. It wasn't working. I said, "Baby, go on in the bedroom." And you go watch one of them goddamn slave movies you like to watch. I watched Judge Judy that she likes to watch. And I'm gonna be in here watching this damn game. And when this game come on, we're gonna come together. And we're gonna make sweet music. I need time. Not a lot of talking needs to be happening while this game on. Because I don't want to answer no question. I don't want to go through. I don't want to do all that. That's nerve wracking me. I can't stand it. But that's ladies. That's just us men. That's just us. That's just what we do. We like to watch the game, be at peace. Don't want to answer a lot of questions, man. We look as other guys we know. Man, did you see that play? Yeah, man, I know that. Because y'all questions don't be in the midst of the game. Y'all be questions like, "What you want for dinner?" Or what you want to do after the game? Even though you already laid the game plan out prior to the game coming on. What's the plan on after the game? You know what I'm saying? If it's a one of them 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock games, about by 4 o'clock about 6, 7 o'clock the game be off, and now we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna after we eat, we're gonna go make the reservation for 7:30 and not 6:30 because the game's more likely still be on. Our pops are going to overtime. Fellas, we know what I'm talking about. And by 7:30, the game should be over. You listen to the post game on the radio or check out the highlights later. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So the game plan already been made. But no, they act like we ain't said a damn word. 4 hours prior to the game, you had no question about where we're going to eat. None of that. Tarby talked about it that morning, which I want to do today. What's the plan? Where we going? We're going to our spots. Damn, I'm speaking from heart because I'm talking about what I actually went through. Shout out to Dorian. I love you. She knows what I do, but she knows what I'm talking about. Even though you had that conversation, still gonna do it. There's gonna be questions be asked. And so as us guys, we try to be understanding, we try to be patient. Come on, baby. Come, baby. Game's on. Afterwards, we'll talk. Now you got someone gonna try to make you feel bad. You don't ever want to talk. You probably talk the whole damn morning. Get a good list of talking. All of a sudden, them 2.5 hours you need of peace, you can't get it. Because she got something to say. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. My man said go dogs. I know that's right. What is wrong with y'all? Why y'all trying to turn this into sports, man? Good evening, BAT. I'm glad you're here. And I'm sure you're happy because who you got as a quarterback. Congratulations. Travel One says time to go shopping during halftime. Don't give her no ideas. Oh, man. But y'all crazy. You good, man. You good. It's all look. You're not the first. I'm sure you won't be the last to ask a sports question during the show. Look, guys, every once in a while, he doesn't talk about sports on his own show. Every once in a while. Usually on Wednesday, I don't. Wednesday's not the sports show. It's more the grown adult talking, the adult conversation, real conversation. Usually on Wednesday. So that's what I try to do. On Mondays, it's all sports all the time. Let's talk. But introducing, when your man introduces him to his world, the things he likes to do, the unusual stuff that he likes into. So let me give you another example. Y'all see all this stuff behind me? All this stuff behind me, all these action figures, these Funko Pops. I got albums. I got all that behind me right now. Now, some people are like, what's wrong with you? Why you got all that thing? I remember somebody asked me a question, and they called them toys. I said, okay, well. And I had to let them know, it's not what they are. But I do understand the concept, and I knew what they trying to mean. Even though they was probably trying to be sarcastic, I try to give them grace. But those are like some of the things I'm into. I guess that's what's that nerd in me. So I collect action figures. I collect albums. I collect Funko Pops. I introduced my lady to that world. And she's ran with it. She's ran with it. She started collecting stuff herself. Now she asked me, oh, can I put my collection with yours? No. No, you can't. Because your collection is a little different than mine. And a few things we have the same. Certain characters we like the same. Certain individuals we like the same. But there's some stuff that we don't. And she's not putting that shit in her with me. So we are in a process of buying a new home. So one of the requirements of the home, I told her, I'm sure with this. I was, I'm gonna definitely do a video because I want y'all to enjoy the experience. Well, anyway, let me say this: the members Those who join the membership will get to see that experience. As much as I could put on film. Some things you can't record. So you got to be respectful of that. Trinidad, yes, you may. You're more than welcome, man. Now, come on. When you come over, hopefully your internet's good and everything's straight. And don't get yourself in trouble. All right. You're welcome, man. I hope not. They have ruined enough black quarterbacks. God, y'all ain't shit, man. I'm sick of y'all. No, your woman loves it when you cares and you pay attention to details and things about you that she doesn't directly benefit from. It's true. This is true. Or says stay on topic, Trinidad. Maybe I hope she does, but we'll see. We look. Everybody deserves a chance. He said, may I come up to quick minute just to speak on this topic? Marcus, you're more than welcome to come up, my guy. I promise you are. I don't turn anyway. That's why I dropped the link. My man said, he tell those. Not toys. They are investments. They don't understand. They don't understand. Let me say this. I got an appointment to do my taxes Saturday. And all the ones I bought this year, I got my receipts for. They call tax write-off. Not only a tax write-off, but they are an investment. I'm invest into beauty of my product, my brand. And these things are part of my brand. And one day, action figures and pops, I'm going to give me a sponsorship. And I'm saying, hey, I told you. I just have to stay loyal and faithful and be patient. So like my brother said, yes, they are an investment. But even if those things don't come, they're still an investment because they hold value. Shout out to those who are collectors. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She said, I don't see the link. Well, I believe I pinned the link to the top of the chat. I pinned it at the top of the chat. But for those who don't see it, I will repost it. There you go. So I repost it for you guys who want to come up. Brother Mark said 45 likes. Get the likes up. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. She said, Lord Jesus. She said, so I see the topic. What is love for a man? Have you answered that question yet? Well, BATL, yes, I did. And I'm going through some of the other things right now as I speak. But I said one of the most important things for you to show your man love is to respect me and to appreciate him. No, he said, do we have to download the app? No, I don't. Just hit the link. I mean, I hope it's active, right? I mean, I dropped it. Look, let me drop it again. Maybe, look, it could be something I'm doing wrong. I've been known to be wrong every once in a while. I am. There we are. There we are. O'Shea Leonard the Hobbit, he said the $2 super chat. Shout out. Or he forgot to say something. But I appreciate that. But he also did say, he said he started doing videos on those Funko Pops and other things. Your artist will find you. I know that's right. So let me say this. That's in the works. I went to Trinidad, show me a shoe, ma'am, so I can make sure. I don't want to make sure everything is everything. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. My buddy Trinidad. I got you. Let me bring sister up. Good evening.
Hi, Mr. Hank. Good evening to you as well as the chat. I gotta mute this TV. Hold on.
Yeah. Mute the TV. We
Okay,
can't have the TV.
I'm about to get on the camera. Give me a minute.
Okay. So right now I'm in a process of doing some work because like I said, I went to a one of the shows probably about 2 weeks ago. And so yes, I am in the process of those type of things and visiting other collectible stores in other cities and states. So that's one of my goals. So I'm gonna get the opportunity to go to one in Florida. I'm gonna definitely make sure when I go back to Tennessee that I visit. There's one good one there, and I want to go back to the one I went to that was a real nice one in Indiana and do some film work on that too. So yes, I am going to be doing that. The members only will get the opportunity to check it out and partake in that. And you know, it depends on what I do and how much I do. I might upload it to, you know, for the comment for the regular subscribers too as well. So, but yes, I am going to be doing that. So those are some of the things I have in the works, my guy. I appreciate you. Also, I'm gonna be doing some some work. Like I said, you know, me and my ladies in the process of buying a home. Of course, y'all know I'm looking to get married here soon, and we're in the process, and I'm looking forward to showing y'all that journey. So definitely, the members only going to get the opportunity of seeing that. But that is all part of it. But let me. My guest is up here. It's Trinidad. What's going on tonight? I'm glad you got that laundry done.
Say what now?
I'm glad you got that laundry done.
The live views. Oh, the live. I can't really hear you so well, so I caught it. I got it. What I wanted to say is, well, not say. I want to ask you a question. You're a man, a very well mature, respectable man. So I would like to ask you, what is love to you?
What is love to Hank, huh?
To Mr. Hank, what is love to Miss? Well, I wouldn't personalize it, but I'm not a man. You know, I don't have a third leg. You know what I'm saying? What is love to a man? What is that? Because mm,
So some of the, I gave a couple examples, but probably the most important thing, especially to me, and then I make sure I share that with my lady, and that is the love, the respect and
because I
appreciation.
don't have a penis.
Oh, Trinidad, you with me?
I'm with you, Mr. Hank.
Okay, all right. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So respect and appreciation. That's probably gonna be your the most
Because
important thing as far as me personally.
But Mr. Hank, let's not play dumb. Women are more vulnerable to love. Like if a man say I love you, or if they hug you, or they give you your first kiss, women we like, oh, he loves me. Oh, we're in love. Oh, that's my girl. Like that's my boyfriend and that's my man and all that. I get all that. But as an adult, men is what I'm asking. What is love to men? I get the respect. I get all of that. But what is love from a man? Because love is a feeling, it's an emotion, it's an action. So what is it to a man? What is love to a man? Because us women, we already vulnerable. We ready to go, hey babe, I want some pork chops tonight, or I want some chicken tonight, and we gonna get it. What is love to a man? That's my curiosity.
So Trinidad, I just shared
Mm-hmm.
that with you. I just shared that with you, man. I said, respect and appreciation is love to a
Mm-hmm.
man. That's what love to a man. If you respect your man, that's that's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's letting us letting us know that you do love us because you respect us enough to carry yourself, to talk to us, to treat us in a certain manner, in a certain way. You
Mm-hmm.
acknowledge us as who we are in your life. We're that leader, that person who's going to do what he has to do to make sure the household is right, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
physically make sure or
Mm-hmm.
emotionally make sure. He gonna make sure you in a good place where you feel safe and secure.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
when I'm
No, no.
getting that respect and that appreciation from my woman, to me, that's telling me her love. Look, you cooking a meal, you could be cooking a meal just because you hungry. And you so happen to have something left over to get my black ass. That don't mean shit. But let me tell you this, if you pour love into that meal and you ask me what I want for dinner and you cooking me what
Mm-hmm.
I want, now that's
Mm-hmm.
different. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes, I definitely agree with what you're saying. So basically, to put it in a nutshell, I do it for you. Ah. To put it in a nutshell, so
I heard what he said. He said you don't do it for him.
but he know I do it for him. He just bad.
Lying, nigga.
He just he bad. He just bad.
No, I heard what the man said. He sounded like he's speaking truth.
Go
He
He
ahead,
just,
know
nigga.
I do.
You
no, I,
fucking cook.
no, I heard what he said. Trinidad,
Yes,
No,
Trinidad,
sir.
I cook.
Trinidad,
I, yes, Mr. Hank. I gave you your credit.
Trinidad.
I did
Come
give
on,
you your. I said you cook mostly, majority. I said you cook majority, but I do cook too.
Trinidad.
When you drunk.
You better cook for that man.
I do.
You don't be
He's
cooking.
perfect.
I don't need the
Yeah, you
person.
do it
Whatever.
like a
I
trade.
do.
I don't know that.
You know I do. Cook, clean, and everything else. I do.
Hold on, Trinidad. Hold on, Trinidad. Let me ask you this: out of 7 days a week, how many days of Trinidad cook?
Probably like
Don't
two, maybe
don't be lying.
three.
He about to
Oh, no, maybe I am lying. Probably 2 days.
You do what?
He asked, you want to look? You want
No,
to
because
hear?
you're gonna sit there and
Yeah,
lie
'cause you
about
lying.
everything.
How can
You're
you hear?
lying.
You lying because you can't hit the TV on mute. You got it.
I can hear
How
it.
can you hear it on the earplug? I got the.
How do you think I was fucking responding, dummy?
I don't know. You probably reading lips. Um, I cook maybe
You're
two.
a fucking lie.
she lying, dog. She lying.
She,
Trinidad, don't be
I
up here
did.
lying.
when the last time
Trinidad,
you
don't be up
cooked?
here lying now.
I did not. I did not lie. I cook. Okay.
I don't give a fuck. You can lie all you want.
And
Marcus,
if he
show
cook,
me a
I'm,
in the back, brother. Show
and
us
if he cook,
you.
I'm cleaning.
I got you.
And
So
if
so
he
hold
cook, I'm
on,
cleaning.
Trinidad. You ain't up here fronting on the internet right now, are you?
All she do is
I'm sorry. Say it once more, please.
You're not up here lying in front on the internet like you cooking like that.
that's all she do.
Oh, damn.
Hold on. I cook, okay?
That's a damn lie.
There's DoorDash. There's Uber Eats. There's Grubhub. There's Postmates.
Hey, my man just busted you out. He said that's all she do.
We gotta take
Real
care
quick,
of
Trinidad.
inventory.
Real quick, Trinidad. There's some breaking news. Real quick, Trinidad.
No, y'all fraud. No. I ain't gonna let y'all get away with this one.
Real quick, Trinidad. Real quick, if I may, Hank, just squeeze it in. I got some breaking news though. Ding. And with the number 1 overall pick, the Chicago Bears select quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
All right, I'll see you later, Mark. You have a good night, brother.
Talking about sports. What they talking?
Asshole. What's wrong with you, man?
Well, you should be excited. You got a new roster. You got some additions to the team. You got some divestors on the team.
Get out of here, Mark. I'll see you later, man.
It's all right, brother.
Trinidad. So Trinidad, let me ask you this. Okay, I hear you keep telling this story, but my man says will you be cooking? Now, don't be talking about you cooking, and the only thing you making out here is some old simple fried chicken and shit. What do you be cooking, Trinidad?
Everything under the sun.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about? I got my cast iron. I got everything. We ain't gonna do that to me. We not gonna do that.
My man might be using that cast iron skillet. He the one doing all the cooking, he said.
I said majority. He does. Majority.
So out of 7 days, he cooking 5.
Say what now?
Out of 7 days, he cooking 5.
Nah, I say about 2 days. Because you gotta think it's me and him. You gotta think it's just me and him. I don't have a big family of kids. My son is in college.
So he cooking 2 days, you cooking 2 days. Is that what you said?
No, he cooked the 5 days. Well, no, because we do order out, or we eat out. So he might cook the other rest of the days. It depends. That's true. What is funny?
And you crazy. You are crazy. My man said you be on her fronting. No, you don't be doing all that what you talking, but you ain't cooking and all that.
Just mad because I'm on the internet. He lying.
Well, look here, I don't want Trinidad. I ain't gonna get you in trouble, so I'm gonna have to drop you down off the internet so you could get back to what you need to be doing. Don't you got laundry to get to?
That's already done. Already folded. Yeah.
Right. Well, look here, we gotta stay focused on the topic at hand. All right,
that's what I wanted to get to. So you said a man.
Back, please.
A man. You said love for a man is for respect and acceptance.
And appreciation. Appreciation.
I said acceptance. Sorry. Respect and appreciation. But listen, however, even though you do these things.
Hey, hold on. Trinity, hold on. Give me a second. Hey, Noble, show me a shoe in the back, brother, please. What do you got? Okay, I got you.
Oh.
What's up, big brother? You good?
Yeah, it's me. What's up? What's going on, Trinidad?
Hi, Mr. World Class. How you doing?
I'm trying to keep Trinidad honest right now because her guy is in the back and he's saying that Trinidad lying about cooking, and then she ain't doing none of what she talked about. That's what he said. I mean, I'm go by my man's word. I'm trying to give a man benefit of that. He said you ain't Trinidad. That's what he said. Now he said you cheat that man out of meals. You ain't cooking.
Well. That's why I hopped up. 1, leave this poor lady alone. Okay. 2, she knows how to make a bowl of cereal real good, and we've agreed that BATL is responsible for everything Trinidad do. So I just wanted to lay down the law for that. And
okay, so hold on.
She got the chef bonnet on right now. She ready to cook.
Yeah, but that may be a front. You know what I'm saying? You know, people wear glasses like they supposed to be intelligent, but they don't know shit.
That's crazy.
Do y'all know how to? Do y'all know how to peel the potatoes and the sweet potatoes, the yams, and all that? No, y'all don't make them from scratch. Y'all go to Glory's. Y'all don't wash y'all collard greens. So don't knock my cooking. Please don't do that, cause I could teach you. Wait. Mm-hmm.
I learned.
We know who taught you, Trinidad. We know your man taught you because you can't cook.
Shit.
I can. Why you keep playing with me?
She know how to make it.
He said you can't. He said you don't be cooking, Trinidad. He be up there hungry as hell, and you just sitting there watching that man's ribs touching, and you won't go there and cook that man no food.
Let me tell you a secret. How did I keep him for 25 or 26? I don't know. We've been together since 13.
She lost count.
I make a grilled chicken sandwich, put some ham in it. I know how to listen. I know how to cook. Okay, it kept him here for this long. Okay, I know how to cook. He just mad because I'm up here with y'all.
Brother, if you need help, just clap twice. We'll send somebody over here.
Look, I don't know how well your cooking skills are. I'm only going board. My man, I heard him in the background say, "You be lying. You ain't cooking."
Wait, hey, did you see JP making?
Look here, man. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about dirty kitchen. We're not gonna do that up here.
Oh no kitchen is ever dirty. Oh no, we don't play that.
World class, we're gonna let that brother live. We're gonna let him live. We'll talk about that later.
I wouldn't talk about this because I was talking about he was making banana pudding. Yeah. And it was a lot going on. So I think that'd be great content for JP and Trinidad to do a cook off. I'm with all of us. I'm a super chat. I ain't gonna say that. I want to see that. It's the first time I've ever seen your phone not trip. Like this is the first time. And I think if you can have your cell phone service like that with JP and y'all have a cook off, I'm watching. I'm super chat. I ain't gonna say that. Might be $1 a piece, but I'm giving them money that day. That's gonna be amazing.
You're gonna nickel and dime on the deal.
Wait a minute. Respectfully, he was trying with his child, even though.
I thought it was dope content. To be honest,
my moderator / lady said I got to get back on topic because y'all taking me off topic right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's great, Miss Doreen. Mr. World Class, what is love for you? What does love mean to you? Huh?
It's Dorian. Trinidad is Dorian. Not Doreen. It's Dorian. Okay.
Mr. World Class, what is
what?
What is love for you? What is love for you? Yeah, she was right. Let's get back on topic. But I still can cook. Yeah, that's the topic. What is love for a man?
I was actually going to assemble a panel and talk about this, but what is love for me? Obedience and silence.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Silence?
Amen.
So you mean we can't speak? We can't say nothing?
So that's not what silence means. That means if there's any information that got out, it don't come from her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you saying obedience, right? Okay.
I mean, you be a disciplined person.
Okay, because I'm a female on the panel, and maybe somebody can bring up or come up on a panel as well. A female can come on a panel, but me being a female, when you say obedience, yes, Mr. World Class and Mr. Hank, when you say when you say obedience,
Hank ain't say it.
I get what you're coming from, but when you say it like that, it's like I'm not a child. I'm grown. I pay taxes. I do what I'm supposed to do as an adult.
You somebody's child, right?
I'm sorry, huh?
You somebody's child, though, right?
Sure, yes.
Shouldn't you act like they raised you right?
I'm not your child.
That don't matter. You somebody's child, right?
So, yeah, and I agree with you because we got to be obedient at the job. So why not be obedient in relationships? I agree. When you say obedience. What do you mean? I'm gonna get a royalty behind? Are you
Trinidad?
Hmm.
So with what he said, it seemed like it triggered you. But then when you asked for more context and him to explain it, then you kind of understood, right?
Right. I
Okay,
get what
so
he's saying.
that's part of the using our listening skills, right? You know, I understand sometimes people say certain words that trigger us and upset us and make us feel some type of way. But then when they give more context and more detail, then we have a better understanding. So when I heard it, I didn't take an offense like
Yeah,
that.
me, I really didn't.
Hold on,
I
Trinidad.
didn't think it was like obedient. Yeah, I
Let's
didn't think it like that.
I said earlier, I said let's talk less and listen more. So
Mhm.
with what you got to do is just whoever the person saying what they're saying, just ask them. That's part of that listen I always talk about. Sometimes we just got to listen and pay attention.
Mhm.
So we had to hear what my man World Class had to say about it and why he felt that way. And so you asked him, and now you got your answer. Are you good with the answer now?
Oh, sure.
Right on.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Right on. But before we go any further, let me do this. Shout out to my man JR from the Lapifa Network with the 1999 super chat. He just says, Hink and salute. Right on, big brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Man, you don't have to bless me, but I appreciate the blessing. So thank you, sir. Go ahead, Trinidad. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
No, you didn't cut me off. I'm being obedient.
That's what's up. See? See what I'm saying? I'm listening. I'm gonna change this space, man. This space, I'm gonna get these women right.
Look. Look. You see what you did?
You see,
put a smile on my face. That put a smile on my face. I appreciate you for that, Trinity. Thank you, man.
Yes,
there
sir.
There are good people in the world. Said peace to the panel.
What's going on?
Man, JR said no doubt. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, sir.
That's the same Otis that be on Sharon channel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had some good conversation with him.
Yeah. So
she said, "What's that sound? He didn't get some music." Man, every time I play that little background music, they hit me up with a warning shot.
She said,
but
"For
I
your
might
super shit,
like YouTube music. Maybe I get some of that generic YouTube music going or something."
No.
She's talking about for the super chat. Yeah, look, I'm trying to do something different. I know a lot of people do the money. I mean, the sound and all that. I'm just trying to do something different. That's it. Just trying to be different.
Miss BATL, come up here. I like her. She's nice. Come here. Come on. Come join.
BATL,
she look like
you fight me in the chat, but now we're friends.
She look like she make all the good sides at Thanksgiving. Like she know how to make the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows and shit, and the 3 cheese macaroni. That's what she look like. I'm just going to put that out there. So, and the young brother ATL, you know, so they want to be fed good. Miss B got to tell you that.
That's carnation milk in the macaroni.
He didn't like Trinidad. He got unfocused too.
Wait, what was the topic? That was the topic. Hank, you ain't asked. What's love to you, Hank?
Look, hey, this is like the 8th time I explained this. Y'all gotta start watching the show from
I just watched it from the listener. No, I didn't even know you was on. I just seen.
Yeah. Nah, you all good, baby. Nothing but love. But what I explained to Trinidad earlier, I said respect and appreciation is what love is to me.
I see.
So that's what it is to me. But I know, like World Class, you was talking about you was gonna do a show. If you don't mind talking a little bit about it before if you don't mind speaking on it, go ahead, big brother.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get ask a few ladies, at least like 4 ladies, to hop on the panel with me, and we're gonna. I think we need to not redefine, but really start back with the basics of what love actually is. Because I think too often, I think women confuse pleasure with love, right? And I think we get hit in the mouth when a baby comes, when a relationship get a little tough, and that real part of love shows up. You know, I start from what the word actually means, and then we go from there, and then understand people's personal meanings, yeah, we include those, but we have to include those within reason. And so people make these misconceptions, like touching on the topic of should love hurt. I think in a lot of instances it does. I know being a dad, love hurts all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to have those conversations. So I'm gonna just ask a few ladies and a few brothers I want to join the conversation and go from there. A few topics. I kind of want to just touch on topics in my tenure on YouTube. I got some things I want to talk about because I think we kind of lost it. But I think, but if we redefine and readdress some old things, I think like the fundamentals, the basics and foundations is always dope to revisit and see what you miss. So I've been doing that a lot in life this last 6 months to maybe a year. And it's interesting, you know. It's good.
So, well, to you, mature men, you know, I'm trying to ask, like back in your younger days,
Mhm.
did you give the girl that you wanted to be with like a note? Did you give her flowers back in your time, like back in your younger years? Because I
Oh
know
no,
how we.
I was off the hook. When I was young, we was playing hide and go freak. So I was
Freaking catch a girl, I know all that. Yeah.
I think I did the note thing though. I think I heard you say note before you started borging out, but we did the note thing.
Right, you had a crush on a girl, but see, as time went by, and Mr. Hink, you ain't answered. Did you ever do it?
He likes
Well,
him.
I'm allowing. I'm glad to answer first,
Your younger years.
but I'm still doing it. That's I don't.
Bingo, bingo.
So,
That's awesome.
so well, hold on. Actually, let me
So,
finish answer. I got you, Trinity. I got you. So I still do it. Do I send flowers? Yes. Do I send notes and cards? Yes. I still do it now. I mean, it doesn't stop. It shouldn't stop. I mean, you learned a long time ago. Well, you gotta continue to do to keep her, and so that's what I do.
and
Flowers
see,
or edible arrangements, food, stuff like that. I still do.
mhm.
So
And when I
that's
watch shows, when I watch your panels, um, I'm hearing that a man have to make a certain amount of money. No, it's the thought of a man that's thinking about you and doing for you, even if even if it's like the little things. It's the little things. That's it. But I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's the little things that will make a woman appreciate you even more or adore you more. You know, you just come in and thinking of you card or something like that. That's all.
Mm. Mm.
I got you. I know what you mean. But
Yeah, it
little
don't
things like
take $100 meal. It don't take $100 meal. You can buy me a card coming home from work, just knowing that I'm appreciated and you was thinking about me. Like just even flowers. Like just the little small things. That's what
hold on.
counts to a woman.
Did you just show me a synthetic flower? Is that what you
Shit.
showed me?
Shit.
No, they not synthetic.
Shit.
You see
Okay.
the water. You see the water. They not synthetic. They
Hey,
dying.
World Class, I thought those flowers you put over gravesite. Like, man, get that shit up out of here, man. What the hell we doing here?
Like the ones that be at church by the door?
Right before you walk in.
Just the small things. That's all I'm. Oh,
I know
what
what
is that song?
You be in the hallway getting all the sunlight.
Don't
they don't
LL
need
Cool J say that?
You said what?
Don't, don't LL Cool J say that? Put his coat over the rain puddle. It's one of his songs. He put
Yeah.
his coat.
I would never do that. I would never do that. She would have silk ankles messing with me. I'm not doing that.
You talking about that I Need Love. That's that I Need Love song. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he said that.
Okay.
I might drive by and run the puddle over and get her wet. Pause.
God,
The
that's
hell?
cold blooded right there.
keep my damn jacket. My jacket got my phone in it. I ain't put my jacket on there. There's no ground for her.
Open the door, Mr. Class. Would you at least open the door for the lady?
And she better hurry up through that shit because I ain't gonna stay there all day. No, fuck with you.
Y'all ain't right.
Trinidad, did you see this? BATL said just click on her name.
I don't know what that means. I told her, come on, let's have some fun. I like her. She's nice.
Yeah,
Why she don't just want to? I don't know about clicking on the names and all that. Y'all better than me with that.
If you look on the YouTube page, there's a little thing on the site. Go to her channel.
Girl, just come up. I'm not doing all that.
She look like
you just gonna be mean, huh?
That's not being mean. I just said I like her. Bring her up. Like, come up, Miss BATL. Come on.
ATL look like she know how to make a banging half and half from scratch, like with the tea and the lemonade.
Shout out to my man Kasim, boy. He's the guy that one of the best on YouTube. Shout out to that brother.
Yeah, Kasim cool. Yeah, he cool. Yeah.
I'm messing with me. But no, Trinidad, let me ask you this.
Be gentle with me because I'm scared now. Now you get me nervous.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just listen. If your man decides that he feels like he could trust you enough to be vulnerable with it, would you hold that? Whatever he shares with you, would you hold that? Or would your girlfriends know everything he told you?
You said if my man decides if I could be vulnerable with him?
If he can be vulnerable with you. If he could share something that happened to him.
Oh, and you think I'm gonna run and tell my girlfriends? No, that's a us conversation. No. And my best friends, my two best friends, they married. No, we don't do that. We don't play like that. No, dog. No.
Obedience and silence.
So the reason I asked that because that could be a problem.
I agree.
That's a sign of disrespect, right?
I agree. Oh, we don't play like that.
By telling information that he felt like, you're worthy enough to know, but you violate his trust.
Exactly.
A man more likely won't tell you shit else. You realize that, Trinidad, right? Regardless of how you feel, you don't want to open that door. But that wasn't just for you. That was for the other ladies out there that may be listening. I'll catch it on replay.
Well, I'm gonna just say that I'm gonna be broad and blunt with it. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be broad and blunt with it.
I got you. So now I gotta mute her because she can't hear me. Hold on, Trinidad. Hold your horses. I know you want to say something. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to be free. But ladies, if your man shares some of those things ain't with you, please respect his wishes. And don't go be running off at the mouth. Don't try to be nickel slick and think, he ain't gonna find out. Because let me tell you what's gonna happen. They're gonna look at him some type of way at the cookout. And he already gonna know something was said that shared that you didn't share to him. And one of them gonna get bold and raise a eyebrow and may mention it. Why would you do my girlfriend like that? You shouldn't have did that. And now he knows exactly what's going on. And now guess what? He's gonna be hesitate to tell you anything.
And that's not healthy.
No, not at all.
No trust, no. Yeah. And if I can't, nope. Nope. But I was trying to say I'm gonna be broad and blunt with this, even though the lady's not gonna like what I had to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Never talk about your relationship business. Keep it general. Okay? Never go in depth. You need me to spell in depth? Never. That's between you, your man, and your husband. They don't need to know your ins and outs and your outs and ins, okay? And respectfully, ladies, learn from it, okay? I've seen enough to know.
Kasim said, weaponizing intimacy. The experience of sharing something with a woman who he trusts. confidence in being used against him. It's a
Exactly.
month, even years later. God bless. Those are strong words that are true. But these are some things that some men have to deal with, though, Trinidad. These are some of the things that men have to deal with and go through and experience. Now, please believe, if the shoe was on the foot, ladies wouldn't like that. So part of the day is teaching ladies some of these things you shouldn't be doing. Some of these things you know better.
Right.
Because it was you. You know what I'm saying? One of your girlfriends might have told some shit that you done told, had a confidential conversation. All of a sudden, the whole girl circle know, and she didn't want all that. She just felt like she could tell that one person that she felt like she could rely on, trust, and get some good advice from. But instead, she told the neighborhood. Now everybody in the clique know. Why? I told you this and to let you know what I'm going through, and I thought I could trust you, but now I can't.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you don't turn around and do that same thing that it got done to you to your man, knowing you don't have. What's up, baby? Go ahead, big bro.
So I gotta be on cheeky in them side now, man. Because what's happening nowadays is the chicks are like, if we, let's say me and your generation, right? We had this conversation. We want to talk about it up front. Like I just said, obedience and silence, which it includes what we're talking about right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, listen, I want you to keep your mouth shut. What we do is what we do. So what these chicks do though now, when it don't work, is they will flip that into you try to isolate them. And stop you from talking to her mom, her friends, and shit like that when shit don't work that way.
I see what you're saying.
That's what they've been doing. So, I guess what type of concession could we make with that though, Hank, to avoid that problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, what could we do? Could we just say, okay, your best friend Rhonda or whatever, I can understand you telling certain things to her, but just don't tell her this, that, third, the fourth, and the fifth, or only your mom, or F it, nobody need to know our business. Because that has been happening a lot. I've been hearing women flip that because, and you don't know. You'll hear them saying, "Well, he isolated me." I was just, and then you ask them questions, and it's just like, this nigga don't want you running his mouth. Same way, how you'll have a guy like me who, like, I don't need everybody to know who I'm messing with. I don't need everybody to see her, and then they say the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want your woman out there dressing in your type of way. He trying to keep me from expressing myself. I don't get to be me. You know what I'm saying, like that. So if you don't want her being out there in bright colors and all that other shit in public, or on a gram or whatever, they flip that into the same thing. So how would you? What concession would you make? What would you think about that, Hank?
Mr. Wilclass, you put her to the test.
Try that. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. So that's a great question. And so what I would do is I would definitely address that from the giddy up. So like I said, I say again, man, just sit back and listen. She's going to show that type of side of you if it's in her prior to you marrying her, prior to you the relationship getting too deep. You understand? And watch how she does with her friends, her families, her kinfolks, anybody else. And if you hear her come home on the phone gossiping, talking like that, there's a chance this shit can happen to me. Because I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna make a mistake. I'm gonna do something wrong. I'm gonna do some dumb shit. That's just me. I'm not gonna allow this to happen because I'm gonna address this right now, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and let her know off rip, baby, this is not what we doing here. It's a circle of two. Whatever we dealing with, whatever we're going through, we're gonna figure it out within ourselves. Don't go telling everybody in the neighborhood about what's going on. Unless I'm not physically abusing you or emotionally abused or financially abused. I don't even believe that, but they say it's a thing. If I'm not doing those three things, why are you telling everybody? Now, if I'm physically abusing, I understand why you telling everybody, because you try to get some help, try to get the fuck out. Or all them other things. If I'm abusing you in some type of form or fashion, I understand. Get out. Do what you got to do. But if I'm not doing those things and we just having a disagreement, we can't get along, we having a rough spot in our marriage, in our relationship, no, everybody don't need to be knowing that. Between me and you, we need to sit down and have a conversation. Let's get to this couch and let's work this shit out. That means all night. Let's do what we got to do. If there's some reason we can't do it between us, we're going to get a third independent party. We're going to get some counseling if that's what we need to do. Or if you're a person of faith, go get some spiritual advisement from somebody that you feel like you can trust, that y'all both can agree on. I'm not going to sit there and go, your past, that's your past. I don't go to that church. And he going to get, no, we're not doing that. We going to somebody we both can agree on, and we will have a conversation then. No family members, not friends, not close associates, not co-workers, none of that bullshit.
Exactly. Because they're going to be biased. Right. Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Favoritism stuff. Mm-hmm.
It depends on what the business is about. Oh shit! What you mean by that? Gee, give us an example. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here, Trinidad. What you saying?
No, I was agreeing with you because I said it would be biased. Like they would have favoritism. So no, like you said, in the medium. You want somebody that's in the medium.
Yeah, for sure. Because look, like you said, there's gonna be. I mean, look, I know your friend's intention is her intentions are for you. My friend's intentions are. So he's gonna be on my side. Your friend's gonna be on your side. So we're not gonna get a clear understanding. And then what you're gonna do? You're gonna tell your side of the story. They don't hear my side, and they just gonna take your side. Automatically.
And guess
that's what you do. Expect them to do that. That's your friend.
Right, and it's gonna build up. The more animosity, it's gonna build up. Building. The brick's gonna get taller and taller. It makes it worse. It doesn't make anything better or helpful. You're absolutely right.
So now we get that independent person who has no dog in the fight on this situation. You know what I'm saying? But they both just now learning to get to know us and figure this out. Now we got a better chance. World class, you can't go to your cousin, say, hey, cuz, I'm doing this and this. And now, even if it's a female, cuz, doesn't matter. She gonna, because that's blood. She gonna sympathize towards you. Oh yeah, I ain't worried about this. This hoe just lying. She lied on cuz. I know she lied on cuz. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna be. No, we can't have that. We need a true assessment on whatever the problem is, whatever the issue is, and we need a true assessment on an independent person.
I agree with you. That's the same position. Not the same position you got as a position I take, but I think that even hearing it outside of my own brain for once in a while, for a change, it's like that's pretty sad, Hank, that we're in a place where, based off our history, I don't need you talking to your family, miss. That we can't, the spouses that we pick, the baby mamas we pick, the girlfriends we pick, the likelihood that we can trust her family to give her sound advice that's going to be conducive and supportive to her relationship is, from a male's perspective, is heavily unlikely. That's very sad that we can't depend on the families that these chicks come from. And it's pretty sad. You know what I'm saying? It's that's a bigger problem. But we got to do what we got to do until then. But I think that speaks to a level of urgency with respects to the condition that we have and getting it to a respectable level, because it's not there. And I think that also pours over automatically pours over right back into parenting. Because why? Think about it. I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna have a child with you, but I can't trust your mama. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. But we're here.
And so, world class, the thing about it, all of that should have been poured into you and taught to you prior to me saying I do.
Indeed. That's a fact.
Everything that you need to know about and knowledge, because please believe, whatever y'all going through ain't gonna be the first person that ever went through it. It won't be the last. Those scenarios, and having discussion about how do you handle when you and daddy wasn't always in a good space. When y'all was going through, or when you was going through your procedures and the intimacy just wasn't there like it used to be prior to you going to your whatever medical condition, cancer, or your heart attack or stroke, or your financial downfalls. You know, how did y'all maintain the love for each other? How did y'all maintain the respect? How did y'all maintain y'all livelihood and lifestyle? What adjust those situations you need to present to your parents? Hopefully you have good, sound, logical parents able to talk you through these things. I told my daughter, I said, look, once you say I do, don't come to me with this bullshit, because it's not my business. That's you and your person.
Mm.
It's not for me. I'm gonna say, what's going on? I said, did you talk to your man? Did you talk to your husband? Did you talk to him? Oh, you did? So what did y'all come up with? I think y'all need to go to counseling. If y'all can't figure this shit out between y'all, I think y'all need to go counseling. That's my advice for you. I will hope the example that I set for you, that you learn from it. Right now, I'm not going to be involved in it. I love you, and I respect the dude. I'm not going to be involved. Now, if he put his hands on you, that's different. But if that's not the case, whatever y'all going through, y'all going to have to figure that shit out. Let me tell you my only word advice for you: learn how to communicate better.
Mm.
So, Mr. Hank, going back on topic, do you think?
We've been on top, but go ahead. I got you.
No, real quick. Do you think younger men, both of you, Mr. Class and Mr. Hank, do you guys think that because you know we had New Edition back in the day, you know all them love songs XYZ. But do you think that the young fellas today are like, do they even know love, or do they? I don't know. Or do they think social media is like, oh, I like her, and now I'm in love with her? Like, I don't know.
I think for these cats now, that love is different to them than what me and World Class gave you. That's love and respect and appreciation. That's probably like 10th on a list of top 10. It's probably 10 for them. You know, so
I agree.
it's different.
And I think that, yeah, and I also think
that's why as fathers, you have to teach them. No, dog, that should be one or two priorities. There's no give in that. That's very important. That's what I teach my son. I teach him how great of a person he's becoming. How he's the next one to carry on the last name, and I need for you to do that. But in order to do that, you need to be doing these certain things. And so I educated just the same way with my daughter. You gotta have a certain level of pride about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't be putting yourself out there for every dick that comes through. That's not what we're doing. You know, don't fall in love with the first dick that get stuck to you. Don't do that, because it's gonna happen. Now, you gotta hold yourself in respect, man. Don't be just putting yourself out there.
And that's what I want to do.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's a significant other's problem now.
Now,
what'd you say?
And Mr. Hink and Mr. World Class, you know, y'all had fast girls. You know, fast girls was there and out. But 2024, the flam is like open. It's like, wow. See, the fast girls back in the day, you knew them, but you didn't really, they really wasn't like, you know. But these girls today, so they making it easier. So whereas though the young men or the young girls don't even know the emotion of love, they don't know how to be in love.
I got you. So, address what Ms. G is saying. He said this sounds like isolation. Don't do anything that you wouldn't want anyone to know.
You see? I'm not making it up. I done had my ear to these streets for a minute, man. I know how they think.
Let me address that real fast. Mm-hmm. It's not about isolation are doing something else. But what it is when you allow everybody in your relationship, again, I said it before, it's like cooking a stew. Not everybody needs to be pouring their ingredients into your stew because they're going to fuck it up. I come along Trinidad, and even though Trinidad don't ever cook, we already got that established. But if for some reason she did that day and she's cooking some stew and I just start putting more salt in her because I don't think she has enough salt in her. Will Class come behind me. He puts a lot of pepper in her. And it don't call for pepper, but he said, man, I think it needs that. And then all of a sudden Trinidad put some sugar and this and that. Now you got everybody now about time you get to the table ready to eat, it's like shit. Because too many hands are in the pot. And it's gonna fuck up. And that's not good. That's the same way when we talk about telling everybody your business. It's not for everybody to know what you got going on. I understand we like to post and do things on social, but it's not for everybody. It's not. It's not everybody business what you do every day, every minute, day of the week. It's not. Now, if that's your job, then I understand why you're doing it. That's not my job. And I don't want my relationship like that, where everybody has to feel like they got entitled to say what they want to say. No, I'm not. And if it comes to that, then I'll just get off this. I'll let this shit ride. What ain't nothing gonna be more important than my marriage, than my relationship with my wife. Nothing. I know she's surprised when I say that. She thinks I'm a YouTube in my life. No, baby, it's not. There's a bigger picture, and I know what the bigger picture is. So it's not okay to allow everybody to put their hands or put their opinions or to put their thoughts and their views into your shit. Hell no. It's none of your goddamn business. What's between us and between me and us, not me, you, and the world. So if I'm going through some shit with my lady, you'll never know because I'm not going to put it out there for you to know. I'm not. It's for me and her to work through this shit. Whatever we going through, we're going to work through it together in the name of love. And we're going to figure it out. Knock on wood.
Amen.
But work guys, go ahead, big brother. I didn't mean to hoard the mic.
Yeah. I've seen so many relationships. I mean, listen, it's a lot, bro. When you're the type of person that information and intel is important, right? And you've been on these streets and you've seen people run their mouth and they get them hurt. It affects a person like me a little bit more when I say, listen, our business is our business. But like Guy said, I've seen them flip that into, yeah, he's trying to isolate you, et cetera, et cetera. And it's a dangerous game that we play, man. It's a very, very dangerous game that people be playing with other people's relationship. A lot of time people be just trying to see, like, shit test your relationship to see if they're going to get, just to see an effect that they expect to get with themselves. And women got to realize a lot of chicks be hating. They do their own, women have their own version of dirty macking. I don't know what to call it, but they be really using their friends as guinea pigs to see what would happen. Y'all gotta be aware of that stuff, man. I didn't talk against the monogamy thing for a minute because that'd be the reason, man. Like these chicks, if they want to be the only one, they don't want to see another chick be the only one where they not the only one. You got to keep that stuff in mind as a woman and make sure this friend and this homegirl you've been with since middle school really got your best interest. You know what I'm saying? So this chick you just met at work, and you taking advice from this whatever the hell you want to call her, and she don't mean you no damn good. I mean, we'll tell you, yeah, he's trying to isolate you. He's trying to do this, he's trying to do that, because you're telling her your business, and she like, damn, I never had that. Damn, I never had that. But she's not telling you. She's smiling, saying, girl, yeah, it's giving this, it's giving that. But you don't know what her real motives and intentions are. So when you are in that monogamous standard, you got to understand as a woman, even if it's your sister, she don't have no real incentive to help you with your relationship because obvious reasons, you know what I mean? And when you put yourself, when you make that standard that, you know, we just gonna keep our business to ourselves, plus there's a lot of shit to do within a relationship and the household, finances, health and stuff. There's a lot of stuff you need to be doing and be busy versus running your mouth with somebody that don't know how to help you through your life. They can't get you pregnant, can't marry you, and can't protect you. That, let alone all the things that could come in a relationship in the next 10, 20 years. When you keep your information open, like I don't think the CIA, I don't think the government, I don't think this just state government is just giving private, personal, important information to their opposition day in, day out. I don't think the military does that, and women do not really think about it. That's what I'm noticing. Males as well. I'm not even gonna lie, because it'd be males tough giving up information on their relationship. Like, why the fuck would you be telling us what your wife doing in bed with you? Like, if you don't shut the fuck up, like you're like, it doesn't make any sense. You don't give up this private information for free, first of all, let alone information that people don't need to be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Doxing your own family, doxing your own, and letting this girl who's single know about what your husband doing. Who you think she want now? A lot of these women are afraid to be in a relationship, and she done heard you talk about your husband 60 days out of, in the last 6-7 months. She's more familiar with your husband than the random nigga she gonna meet at the club. And y'all not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes important in a day and age where we really can't just trust your family, and we have gotten out of the practice of families meeting each other before they get married. I mean, before they really start dating. It don't happen to at the wedding really when the family is together, which is a tragedy. So it's not a light conversation. I think people need to talk about it a little bit more and finding a system to go about it. So all parties can, because like Trinidad asked about love, and you talked about love, man. A lot of people have trust. Like they can't love you if they can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Trust is a big deal to a lot of people, and a big deal to love still. You know what I'm saying? I gotta trust. Like that's what I learned when I was a dad. I'm like, holding this teeny tiny little baby. Like this baby is just, my son don't have no choice but to trust me. You know what I'm saying? And their relationship is like that. If you want love in your relationship, it has to be trustworthy. And I gotta know that our private information ain't gonna come from you. Like what we got going on, it gotta be some spy, it gotta be some MI6 CIA agent tracking us for anybody to know anything about our business. And I don't want to put any negative, slanderous thing on your sister, your cousin, your brother, but man, I don't know them people. You don't know. I mean, I don't know them people. You don't know who them people are outside of us. So I just think it's an important conversation that people need to have, without the false narratives and the false allegations coming from people that don't have you in your best interest at this point. And it's just sad that it's like this, but it's imperative that your private information as a family, as a household, even as boyfriend and girlfriend, it be between y'all and somebody that's competent, until she get back to the way it's supposed to be.
So, but damn, I don't know. I was calling Gia, but it's Guy. That's how you pronounce it. My bad. I'm sorry, ma'am. I apologize. Please forgive me. So, like I said, some women, even men, are dealing with dysfunction and need support. It's not always black and white, and I agree. I agree with that. But at the same time, what we can't do is go out there and tell everybody that what's going on. Because let me tell you what some of the things that can happen, or has happened. I've seen happen. You go out there and tell your girlfriends, and tell her everything. I'm talking about everything. Not only you just tell her the good, but you tell her the bad too. And so now you telling this. It's what you call curiosity. We all know the old saying, curiosity kill a cat. Your girlfriend sees all this and hears all this, and she realizes everything you're saying is not all bad what he's doing, because she's over all the time. She's always in your business. She's hanging around. She's there as soon as y'all wake up. 10 minutes later, she knocking on the coming through. Girl, I'm coming through, hanging out all day, all night. That's what you do. And you okay with it because that's your friend, right? So now she's seeing all this going on, and she's looking with jealous eyes and envious eyes, saying, man, I wish And so now, guess what she's doing? Every time you tell her to do something wrong, she said, "Girl, I would leave him. Girl, I wouldn't have nothing to do. I wouldn't deal with him." But all the while, she's setting your black ass up. And let me tell you what happens. As soon as you leave him, a month later, you see her. Why are you with him? Why are you with my man? Oh, well, you ain't with him no more. Remember, you didn't want him. Remember, he was this, he was doing that. He wasn't doing this, he wasn't doing that. All those things wasn't a problem for you, your girlfriend. But to you, it was a problem. And she encouraged that bullshit. She said, "Yeah, I'll leave him." All the while, she's plotting to try to get your man, or trying to sleep with your man, because you talking about how long he was going, or how what size he was packing, and all that shit. Because you told every goddamn thing.
Yep.
And she plotting and scheming, and guess what? Now she got what she always wanted, and now you ain't got what you wish you had. It's not what it's about. It's not everyone's business, and it's not about isolation. It's not about knowing or doing that, but it's about respecting the person you with, holding what y'all going through valuable and dear to each other. Whether he's sharing something vulnerable or y'all going through some type of disagreement, and you can't see the light of day because it's so much every day. Sit down and have a conversation and try to respect each other's opinions and views on whatever it is. Give each other the time and space to talk and let it be known. Even if it's something that you may not agree with or disagree with, or that you feel like he's getting on you or lecturing you or doing something. Even if it's that, allow that man to get that shit up off his chest. Because look, please believe, throughout that whole time, you didn't did a whole lot of talking. You did a whole lot of barking. He knows everything that you don't like about the situation. He knows you don't agree with it because you tell it to him all the time. There's not a time you don't tell him. Now it's his turn to get his shit off. Respect that. Don't sit there and flip the script and make it about you. Don't sit there and flip the script. Well, what about what you did? No, we not talk about what I did. We talk about what it is right now. And what it is right now, you dead wrong for what you said. You dead wrong for what you did or you didn't do. Accept it, own it, and keep it moving. That's all I'm saying.
Amen.
You're more than welcome to hit the link, though, man. We welcome you. I promise you we do. And if you don't see it, I'll drop it right back out in the chat. So make sure it's there. Just for anybody who won't come through, break bread with him. You're welcome. You know, judge me here. World class, man. You know, it's funny. I guess like I said, great minds think like you said, you gonna do a show on it. Definitely I would be tuning in to hearing some of the views of not only yourself but some of the others that you may have on your panel, or seeing the questions in the chat, because you know it's interesting to see other people's point of view, and you try to learn from other people's mistakes, story, situation, and what they're going through. You try to learn things like that. You're like, damn. Okay, I remember I was going through, man. I'm glad mine wasn't as bad, but okay, what did you do to correct this? What did you do to fix this? What did you do to make that change? How did you make these adjustments? How long did it take you? Am I going to be going through it that long too? Or, where did you seek the answers that you needed to figure out whatever you was going through? You know what I'm saying? So I always find that to be interesting, man, to listen to some people's stories like that.
Yeah, just to see what perspectives people been through, and the ideal angle that you ain't think of, save you some time. I think like even what we were just talking about, I don't think people would have. I think it's like it's a compensation type of thing. If you to eliminate that concept of keeping our business to us away from being isolation, if we are actively working on our weaknesses, right? We had that long drawn out conversation on stuff that she knows she need to do, stuff that I know I need to do. We watching TED Talks together. We buying the books. We setting up to go to the webinars. We setting up to go to the counseling with the parents, with the children we may have problems with, et cetera, et cetera. If we're doing those things, right, I think that'd be a way to alleviate the assumption or the suggestion that you're being isolated because I'd rather keep our business to us. Because it's not like we're not working on things to eliminate whatever negative could come from you being isolated. Right? It's just it's that level of communication. My uncle used to always say communication is the key. But first 2 decades of my life, I ain't talk as much as possible. But then getting around a mentor and teaching me how communication opens the door, I see that we don't talk enough. We don't say enough. We don't ask enough questions to really get to know this person, because people be having fears. And the thing about that is most people don't know how to deal with fear. I didn't realize, like I'm just realizing this year that my son has been alive for 7 years. And I've been acting different since he's been here because it's the first time in my life that I've had to actually deal with fear. How I would deal with fear before he got here was, if it's a threat, I'm going to delete it in reality. But now I'm like, I can't just delete it because I'm going to be gone and he need me here. So it's like, I say it's now I'm dealing with fear. It's like, I have to allow a credible threat to affect me. And I just started to really process it this year. Like, you really haven't had to deal with fear. You really haven't had to deal with real fear. Stuff that is, okay, it's a credible threat, but you can get eliminated. But nah, there's certain things, certain ways, in certain situations, I can't protect him. And it was difficult accepting that. That's like really having to accept there's no way out of this, and there's no way to beat your way out of this. There's no way to escape this, and you have to accept this. And that was been a process for me. You know what I'm saying? Really looking at it like, damn, real fear. Doing this little person here, real fear. You know what I'm saying? When he was an infant and he was learning how to roll, I'm like, real fear. Like, he could roll off the bed, hurt himself, and I'm sleeping. There's nothing you can do unless we set up and everything. But that's a real fear. Okay, got rid of that fear. But as he gets older, the threat gets more and more because he's going to be open. So it's like, and I'm using me as an example to kind of stress the point that little things like that, we haven't spent that much energy and we haven't put that much communication in. So learning how to mitigate that with accepting it and just running through the process of, okay, what if these bad things do happen? At the end of the day, do the best you can and be satisfied with what you did do. But how, like I'm saying, people haven't gone that far. You know what I'm saying? That to know what to do with fear. What if she leaves me? What if I do the best I can and it's not enough? People don't understand that. What if I do everything right and I can't protect her, right? I don't think we talk about enough as a man the fears we have of keeping the women that we love alive. I don't think we talk about that. I don't think I've ever heard that in this space. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot of conversations, but that's a lot of stress for men. You pretty, you can cook, that's great, but I need to keep your heart beating for the next 30, 50, 60 years. That's my responsibility if it stopped. It's my fault if it stopped. That's a lot for a man to be dealing with, let alone with your finger in my face, you shaking your head back and forth about something that's trivial when you're in the house for the rest of the day, and I really did my job of keeping you alive. I really did my job, and you in my face with your finger, and that's from her. Or y'all cool, and her family, you know what I'm saying? Her family is giving you BS, but I done my job and kept her alive, and I still got another 40 years to keep her breathing. So it's a lot of things in relationships that I don't think we talked about enough. And yeah, I definitely look forward to bringing up stuff like this in the future and having real panels, because I've been in reception mode, watching what everybody else do in terms of relationships. But I think now I know what conversations I can have, so I don't have no problem with taking them. Like, y'all can have these topics because I got hundreds of things that I want to talk about that I think we need to start broaching and being mature about and advancing the conversations.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Well, class, I can hit that 3 hour mark. I got to get ready.
Oh,
Get up out of here.
Oh, I'm talking
But
about.
man, Big brother, I appreciate you coming through.
Always.
Like, man, I appreciate you. You know, we're gonna continue to rock on and do our things on other people's panel as well as yours and my panel. So I appreciate you coming through and showing love, my brother. I appreciate it.
Of course. No problem, man. Again, I forgive you for being light skinned. I know you don't do it on purpose. I expect you to fix it. I just every day I pray like, oh, Hank coming up.
Poor guy.
Like, I appreciate you having me up. Shout out to everybody that came to the panel. Shout out to the channel. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment when the live is over, what you learn. Share it to your mom and them. That's what helped the most. Appreciate you, Hank. Peace.
For sure. Be good now, big brother. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Peace. Thank you. You too.
Right. Guys, man, once again, I thank y'all for coming tonight. It was a good night. You know, good night. You know, it started off good. Kind of got a little rough in the middle. But we finished strong. That's like a basketball game, right? You know, it's like a basketball game. You know, you come out starting high, we up on our team by 3 touchdowns, by 20, 22 points. You know, you're going to halftime, it starts off good, but you get in that third quarter. Something happens, man, that the team you playing against, they make a run. They get a few touchdowns. They get a few buckets now. Now the game's good. Now the game's, I'm down by 5 points. What happened? Guess what? I'm at fourth quarter start. We start getting back on, playing good defense, making shots, making our free throws, playing good defense. You know what I'm saying? Hey, getting big stops in the third quarters. Getting on the third down plays, we're getting big stops. You know, third and goal, we still them at the goal line. I ain't punching it in. Matter of fact, like what happened with the New England Patriots. You know, say we intercepted the ball and ended up winning the Super Bowl. Same thing. We had to finish strong. So that's the most important thing. And I hope everyone that was able to tune in and watch, hope you was able to get something out of it. Hope you was able to get something out of it, especially the ladies. What is love for a man? Hopefully you can go and have this conversation with your man and say, well, baby, I was watching something on YouTube. I was watching Hank in the basement, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. I was watching that. And he was saying some things, and I was just curious. Baby, what is love to you? And find out from your significant other. Find out from your man, your boyfriend, your husband, what it is. Hopefully you would already know this, but just in case you don't, it's never too late to ask. So hopefully I was able to have you ask those type of questions, have those type of conversations with your significant other. Hopefully I was able to do that for you. And hopefully things work out for the best. Y'all, hey, let me say this. Y'all keep fighting. If it's worth it, you keep fighting. You get your lunch pail, get your hard hat, you go in there and put that work in. But look at guys, I appreciate you coming again. I'm gonna continue to put out great content. And if you haven't had the opportunity, please hit the like button before you leave the stream today. Please subscribe to the channel. If you're a new person to the show, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Please leave a comment. I appreciate the chat engagement. Gaia for coming through. The lovely Dorian, my moderator, my lady, coming through and be the great moderator that she is. Dating married. I appreciate y'all. My man World Class coming up on the panel, not only on the panel, but in the chat. Thank you, Kasim. Thank you for coming through. Brother Sean. Brother, he's got a great sweater line of athletic wear sweaters. I ordered one myself, and I'm looking to order another one. Hopefully you got some 3X for the grown man size, my brother Sean. Hopefully you do. I'm going to definitely hit you up. My man Otis for coming through. Shout out to that brother. I met that brother while he was on Sharon's show, solution-based channel, I think is what he called. But I met him on there, man. He seemed like a good dude, so good conversation. Travel One for coming through. Always coming through with some different statements for me and love for my moderator. She all right. My man, Big Bama, thank you for coming through. BATL, shout out to you. My man O'Shea, American Rifle. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you coming through. Chancey Bum coming through. My man JR coming through. Not only coming through with a super chat, but with a no doubt and a salute to your boy Hank. I appreciate that. Romelo, thank you. Shady Lawn, thank you for coming through. I appreciate all these good people, man, coming through, man. I appreciate it, man. We on lock coming through. Shout out to you. Mandrell, Carl Anderson, I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. My man Kasim, don't let me forget my brother Kasim. He came through. Marcus, even though he came through with some bullshit. Other Marcus Evans, he come through, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Trinidad, she came through. Almond Eyes, Derek J. My man DJ, shout out to you for coming. The average gentleman. Right on, big brother. I appreciate you coming through. And if there's anybody I miss, I apologize. Please don't let me miss you. My man Matthew, even though he came through talking about some more ugly ass Viking colors that don't mean nothing to me. Shout out to you, my brother. I appreciate you. DB for coming through. Shout out to you, sis. I appreciate you. And like I said, if there's anybody else I miss, shout out to you for coming. D-Town, my girl Ty, Red Lipstick Vibe, shout out to you. BZ, shout out to you for coming through. Blaze, my man, coming through. Zara B coming through. Thank you. Thank you. Sharon coming through. I appreciate every last one of you guys. My man Prime, VA for coming through. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. Again, I'm gonna continue to put out great content and hopefully information that can definitely benefit you guys. If there's anything you would like for me to really speak on and talk about, hey man, shoot me a message. Shoot me a message on one of my social media, either on Twitter, IG, Facebook, email. I always put it in my description so y'all can shoot me a message on there. Something you didn't want to hear me talk about, hear me speak on. I ain't got no problem. We'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it. But yes, I'm still continue to work on more and more content. Got some like I said, some things in the works I'm working on. So y'all definitely look out for that. If you hadn't had the opportunity to join the membership, I know my man dedicated to my children's future gift of 10. Hey, shout out to him. For those guys who haven't had the opportunity to join the membership, take the time out right now as you leave up out the door and hit that like button. Join the membership. Join the membership. I definitely make sure I put things on there. So I make sure I don't just have a membership just to have it. I have it because I put stuff up there that other people can't see, the common people can't see. So I want to give the people something who do pay for the membership something to see. So shout out to you guys who all have joined the membership and are part of it. I appreciate you, every last one, and everybody who sent the super chat. Ricky, my man Ricky, Almond Eyes, O'Shea, JR, Big Ant. Thank you guys. I appreciate the blessings. You didn't have to, but you chose a blessing, and I appreciate it. Dedicated to my children's future. Again, thank you for gifting those 10. And for those 10 who was able to benefit, hopefully you're able to push it forward. Shout out to you, and I appreciate it. So until then, I will see you guys on the next one. Right on.